Hello and welcome to this week's WATcast with Will,
Aurore,
Corey,
Peet.
This week we are in the US of A. Just imagine there's some amazing USA music pumped over the top of this, which I'll do later. I'll do it in post.
Okay.
No, some good stuff.
That's fine,
did you just sing the Rice-A-Roni theme song?
The what?
What is a rice-a-roni?
Okay, so this is a perfect example of why we're in America, recording with Corey and Pete, to give us an example of a cultural clash, if you will.
Yeah, Corey is a genuine American man.
Yeah.
From America.
Yeah?
Full-on American.
How do you feel about
In a good way, though, not the bad Southern way.
that? Jesus, wow. A whiff of
He's already
conversation
dissing the dirty self.
So we've brought Corey a gift of 9 English low-cost entertainment magazines.
Or I'd beg to differ the low cost of some of those because they're the.
Yeah, they're taking the piss a little bit.
Well, there's a couple of premium titles in there.
It's like the spring special is fucking £2.05 when the regular one is like 60p. That's
Okay.
where they get the. And I've only ever seen those in airports.
I would like to point out there is 76 bumper pages.
What does that mean?
It means... Oh yeah, this is not going to translate at all, is it?
What?
So many terms to explain. Bumper in English terms just means like bonus.
Okay.
Like giving you more value kind of thing.
Yay!
Chock full of chat.
Sweet.
Yeah.
See, in my head, a bumper page is just shit. It's just like more ads and
Well,
more crap.
I don't think you'll be disappointed if that's what you think is going to be. So, Corey, to preface this, our first episode of the podcast was called Breaking Mags, and we basically dissected a load of these things. But we've now bought all of them. Literally, this was everything that was available that day.
Every brand.
They're weekly magazines, and they're, I guess the equivalent for you guys would be like a National Enquirer, but they're not
We
quite
have
as
hundreds.
extreme. They're not like Aliens that ate my cock or whatever.
These are real stories from real people.
Yeah,
That's the
and one
big
of them is actually called Real People.
I
There
believe
is.
that
Wait, are
aliens
they?
ate that person's cock.
But like, how well fact-checked are they?
This is not a news outlet. I want to
Tragically,
reassure.
there's no disclaimer or
Can we
certificate of
just- can we
authenticity
just highlight-
available.
Are they celebrity focused, or is it people?
No.
Is it like
This is
Hustler's
used-
Penthouse Forum, where like people just send stuff in?
Yeah,
and we
it's-
just kind of assume it's real.
It's usually written by the public, and there'll be a name at the end of it. With like,
Probably not edited. Most
Can I
of
get
the
paid
time.
if I send stories in?
Yeah.
yeah, there's all kinds of different offers of what you could get for different things. Just to dive in,
He's doing Mr. Burns' hands right now.
one example: OMG magazine
All right.
stuck in the bath for 2 days.
Can we do a shout out to?
So
Oh, sorry, yeah. Shout out to OMG magazine. This is issue 1.
Yeah,
They follow us on Twitter as
They
well.
do follow us on Twitter, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
The
how do they?
first
Do you
issue.
have 4? This is episode 4.
Yeah,
No, this is
they
episode
are
5.
one of our only followers. Though, just to be clear.
This is episode 5.
Yeah, this is episode 5. So what have we got? We've got OMG magazine, Chat, Spring Special,
Standard
weekly,
Standard.
weekly chat.
Why would we read that? We have the special.
Well, you'll see. Pick Me Up.
Wait, that's literally the name of the magazine?
Yeah.
Pick Me Up?
Take a Break. I don't think that translates the same either.
No.
Oh.
It just means, oh, pick it up. Not
Yeah,
like,
not like picking up a chick.
or, you know,
How you-
solicit me for sex. Take a Break, Spring 2, Take a Break. You bought Pick Me Up twice?
No, it didn't.
No, there's 2.
It's a
Pick Me Up
different one.
Special.
It's a special one.
Yes.
It's got a different woman on the cover.
How many bumper pages?
Well, once again, your bumper monthly issue. 17 of our best brain tickling puzzles there as well. Which,
Yes.
We get
Shocking real life reads.
I want my brain tickled.
Real People. And a wild card that I thought I'd throw in, Spirit and Destiny.
Is that an American one?
No,
Oh.
this is actually English.
Who is that on the front? It's upside down for me. Is that
Fuck no.
Shakira?
That is...
Not Shakira.
Some-
No one.
That's from Stock Images.
Yeah. This is from Getty Spirit and Destiny images. So, I mean, what I'm going to do is just give everyone... How many have we got? Just take 2 or 3. And see
I
what
really
happens.
want Spirit and Destiny.
Alright, you
But I
can
know
have Spirit and
you've
Destiny.
read a lot.
I haven't read a lot of it. I've skimmed it.
I want the
Some
2 days in
huge-
the bathroom one.
Oh, yeah. You can have those 3.
OMG.
Have a bumper selection, Corey. So,
Yes, psychicsofa.com.
okay, tell me more.
This is already incredible.
I don't know. Oh, it's 70p per minute. It's a fucking psychic hotline.
Right. What kind of service is
Customer
that?
feedback. If you want the truth and the ability to read you with perfection, this is the lady. Diana is without a doubt a genuine psychic. Please give her a call. It will be money well spent. Only problem is you don't want to end the call.
Right.
That's a review for Diana.
By Diana.
Oh, I read this as crack baby, and I was like, we have those in America. That translates.
What?
Now, one thing to point out with these, they're often just tragedy lever immediately gets pulled. So do watch out for the ones that are, ultimately just depressing.
Yeah, I'm skimming through Pick Me Up right now, and it's literally just murder and death until the double-page middle spread. Which is entitled Bunny Island.
This chick, I don't know who she is, but I've seen her on American TV.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was a special because she's like the most hated person ever in the history of the world.
That's the woman who got the boob jobs with the...
Babies?
She wanted... Yeah, she got babies in a boob job because she wanted to be a glamour model.
Hold on. Babies in a boob job?
No, babies and a boob job.
Oh, I thought you meant that she'd extracted a fetus and turned it into
I feel
tits.
so bad for this chick.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I've been reading real people.
None of that is real.
How much of this am I supposed to read? Or am I supposed to point out the good bits?
Just see what you find interesting and see how they phrased it, I guess. Oh no. What is this?
Try mastering the art.
Can you give some context? Which magazine are you reading right now?
This is from Spirit and Destiny. I mean, even reading through this, you probably recognise.
Okay.
There's a picture of a rather terrified dog with a ponytail on the top of his head, and a woman sort of hovering over her.
What, using levitation or?
No, just hovering her hands over the dog.
Right. And
So it's
how does she heal?
Mastering the art of animal healing at a one-day workshop on the 21st of March. Oh, we could go to that.
Yep.
You can learn how to telepathically connect with your pets, listen to their needs and heal them under the guidance of professional animal healer Elizabeth Witter. The workshop is at the College of Psychic Studies. Oh, it's 85 quid. I think we should do it. That's a good investment.
Yeah.
So, I have one here. This is OMG magazine on the front. My hubby-to-be was a secret she, is the thing. And it has a picture of, I hesitate to say lovely young woman because I'm not sure what context she is in this picture for.
You don't know which one it is, but you didn't read it correctly to begin with. Because she is all capitalised.
Yeah, that's the way that... they're all caps. That's how OMG rolls.
I mean,
what does that mean? Is it an acronym?
It basically means that they're shouting.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. But so anyway, I flipped open this thing, and the first thing I feel bad about is I saw a larger version of this image, and I thought she might have been the he.
Oh, I see what you mean.
And I felt really bad. But here, I want to read this excerpt here. As we kissed, he started to undress me. I was so excited. I guess I should be a female voice. It was finally happening. I undone the belt on his jeans and pulled down his pants. Is that proper grammar over there?
No, they don't expect grammar in this magazine, sorry.
That's part of the fun.
We were still kissing as I slipped my hand down his boxers. Suddenly, my mouth froze. I recoiled and looked down. I was speechless with shock. I'm a terrible woman. Too horrified to do anything but stammer. There was nothing there. Oh my God, I blurted out when I caught my breath. You're a woman. A woman. A woman! His reply was, I'm not a woman, he shouted. He said he was an intersex. So I'm going to jump over here now to this
intersex?
I'm glad you asked, because right at the bottom right of the page, it says, what is intersex? Again, I'm not sure the proper grammar.
Yeah.
Intersex is a term used for a variety of medical conditions in which a person is born without the distinct genitalia appropriate to his or her gender. An estimated 1 in 2,000 babies born with intersex condition, though its severity varies greatly. Aurora, is there anything you'd like to share with the class?
What are you saying?
Just wondering.
You asked me what genetic disorders I had earlier. That's not one of them.
Okay.
Good to clear that up. Peet, any gems?
I've actually mostly got a collection of hideously miserable tragic stories.
Apart from Bunny Island.
Well,
it's so fucking adorable. horrible.
Pick Me Up definitely has a thing for bunnies, I've noticed. You'll find 15 stories about cancers that have been found in selfies. And then there's
Cancers in selfies.
Yep, there's at least 3 stories here about cancers that have been identified via the medium of selfies.
Wow.
What, instead of an X-ray?
Yeah, apparently so.
How
Apparently
does that work?
Selfies now have the ability to reveal malignant tumours.
Jesus
I should
Christ.
flick through and find those stories again, because I have literally got distracted by all these adorable animals that they have on every 5 pages in a vain attempt to cheer you up after all the misery.
That is going to slow you down. I'm looking through Take a Break Spring 2, March 2015 edition. Our Lives, stroke made me swear. I'd always been a polite and well-spoken... Been what? I'd always been polite and well-spoken until a debilitating stroke turned the air blue. By Pat Preston, 66. Now, that's the beauty of this, is like a lot of them are just people's own writing, so it's bound to be good quality.
You know, I like a good old, drive-by.
What?
What, to relax on a weekend?
I'm just saying, like, your news is filled with horrible stories. Like, we just get normal violence.
We don't have guns.
Yeah,
So we just
gotta do
all kinds of
something
other shit
else.
needs to happen.
So this is from 100% Unmissable OMG Issue 1, 70p.
Yep.
Local store near you, I guess.
Yep.
So when you're here. A monster had possessed me. Andreas. Should I not say names? I'm going to skip his last.
I've just given out Pat Preston's name and then not explained why
Exactly.
she swears after a stroke, so it's fine.
Said, I am devastated by what happened. That was not me that night. It was a monster. A monster had possessed me. I don't drink, but I chose to that night because I had felt to, but never again. I'm hoping one day Anne will come back to me. I want to make it up to her. This is an excerpt from an article called Hubby Turned My Hand into a Smoothie. And prominently brand place for an AEG smoothie. Oh, it's silent mode.
Now he's actually thinking of purchasing that smoothie maker.
Do you know how loud they are? If
What,
you live in an apartment building, it's very important that you have a silence.
So,
budget.
fucking neighbours.
Well, I don't think that's going to help with the noise. Yeah, there is a lot of, we've managed to find a lot of tragedy.
Yeah.
I'm actually quite sad
Oh,
now.
I have a picture of a dog's butt that looks like a smiley face.
The dog looks so unhappy.
Oh, that's the cover photo. That's
Yeah.
incredible.
I have the additional sunglasses there. Yeah, these are just depressing headlines.
Did you
One
find anything
brother.
interesting in Spirit and Destiny when you read it?
No, I didn't read it. I told you I'd skimmed.
Well, skimming's still
Okay,
fine.
I'm gonna let this headline. I'm still on OMG, by the way. I'm gonna let this headline
That
stand for itself. Okay, ready for this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Lactating fetish mom let baby starve to death.
Tell me more.
Continue.
Did you? Oh, I didn't edit that. I just read the thing. That was enough for me. She's a fetish porn model, has been charged with murder. Amanda Hancock, 21, accused of letting son Data. Your son Data? That's amazing.
Jesus.
Oh
Go hungry while online perverts paid to watch her lactate on webcam. So she was saving all her breast milk for.
Oh, that's
Oh my
so
god,
weird.
that is the darkest shit.
Am I making this too dark? Should I find some fun, happy
It's
stuff?
alright, I think I've got you covered. Ask Nigel. Real people's resident doggy doctor. Nigel answers your pet's problems. And the best thing about that, they've got a dog dressed up as a doctor.
He's just put a tie on him though.
And glasses and a lab coat. He's clearly got a PhD. Nope, that is, again, disappointing.
Real life.
Oh, hold on. The beauty of that is they've written in as the dog. Dear Nigel, I'm a 6-year-old collie, and I've just been rehomed from a rescue centre as my old owners couldn't look after me any longer.
Oh, no.
They gave me loads of treats, but I didn't get much exercise, so I piled on the pounds. How can my new owners help me get in shape? Dear Tess, I'm so glad you found a forever home. It's not forever, they only live a few years, don't they? You should visit the vet to check you don't have any health problems. Yeah, just book an appointment. Oh, I can't dial because I haven't got an opposable thumb. for advice on what you should be eating. Frequent short walks are the best start. Go longer after your weight falls. What? Yeah, great. Your owners can also download a diet pack from petfitclub.org.uk. Sploosh, little name drop there. Yeah, just dog-to-dog advice. Weird.
Aurora, can I put a challenge to you?
Okay,
This might get a little bit weird and dark.
that's fine. I can do it.
Remember, if there's caps, shout them out.
Yeah. Capital letters.
What if it, like, this, do I have to shout the first word?
Do you want to explain how to read the headline?
Oh, no. I get that part.
Okay.
This part. What about this part?
Yeah, don't worry about that. That's
Okay,
fine.
all right.
That's just how it's printed.
All right. Well, I want to challenge her first before I read it.
Okay.
You have a father?
Yeah.
You love him?
Yeah.
Hypothetically, he has cancer.
Okay.
Would you breastfeed him?
What the fuck?
That took a turn.
Whoa!
Again from OMG. This is solid gold for me. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, but... So the article is, I breastfed my dad. So she read, the synopsis here is Chloe Barn, dad Thomas got cancer, and she moved back in to nurse him, and read an article called Breast Milk, Can It Cure Cancer? And she decided to, based on one single article, presumably in a magazine much like we're reading, she decided to breastfeed her dad.
Was she like she must have got pregnant though. You can't just pop that out.
Can you? No?
No, that's not how it works. You don't just go
had a baby.
have a bit of squeeze and then milk comes out.
You
You
just
have
need
to have believe in milk.
They don't. They actually, oddly enough, this article doesn't mention that. But I don't want to leave the science out. Apparently, there's a substance called Hamlet in breast milk that can kill cancer cells. Just so you know.
Hamlet.
It's based in real science.
Based in real science.
I feel like this is maybe some sort of self-perpetuating quackery that's going to come up in another 9 months' time.
Yeah, after someone's read this issue of Real People, or indeed listened to this podcast that's fucking publicising it. That's the end of the story? What happened?
Did he cure it?
How is he doing?
I don't know. If ever I have cancer.
That was so every day I expressed for him no more than 4 ounces, which I read was enough, and he drank it neat, made a shake out of it, or put it in his breakfast cereal. That was 3 months ago. I'm still expressing. It seems to be getting better. His blood cells are in balance, and his cancer in his prostate is less aggressive than it was. He's not cancer-free, but it seems to be helping.
So science is helping. Real science.
No. Her tits saved her dad.
That's right.
Okay.
Her immaculate, like, literally immaculate tits that are breastfeeding and lactating without childbirth.
Pictured? How do you know they're immaculate?
No, because she's lactating and she doesn't have a child. Like, Aurora has just explained to us how medically that is not how it works.
I mean, they literally have included pictures, though, including some slightly suggestive
cleavage,
salt and pepper mills. There.
Oh, yeah.
He does look hungry.
This is true. I mean, they are a restaurant.
The salt and pepper mills pictured in front of the boobs.
I can't tell which is worse. These guys for printing it or me for making fun of it.
I don't know. Probably us though.
Printing.
Wait, can I get a feedback? Did I read that headline correct? Was that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I never over that. That's good.
Jesus.
I've just got to Bunny Island.
Alright, this is going to be happy. All of these are really like.
Do you edit out all this time that we're just kind of flipping through pages, or?
Nope. Everyone's enjoying that.
Flip.
Here we go. This is from Amy in Bournemouth, 28. I was a fat cat. She literally is a fat girl that likes to dress as a cat.
It's convincing.
Yeah. And she says,
"Oh my god! Whoa! I was looking up. I thought it was one of those feel good, like, you know, grumpy cat on like overfed. No, this is a woman dressed as a cat.
Who's really fat. On your birthday, you want to look your best. Turning 22 in January 2009, I planned a meal out with the girls. Let's wear a fancy dress, I suggested. I drew on tiger face paint, wore kitten ears, and a leopard print top, perfect. Or so I thought. I overheard two strangers gossiping in the toilets. Seen that girl? Talk about fat cat, one scathed. She's huge, the other one agreed. Fighting back tears, I rejoined my mates and didn't mention the cruel jibes. I'd always been large, but my current size 28 figure was the biggest I'd been. I had puppy fat as a kid.
I mean,
She's clearly accidentally thrown in a puppy to cat joke there. Yeah. Then, leaving home aged 16, I lived off greasy doner kebabs, chips and crisps. At weekends, I'd easily sink 6 pints and down shots. Never exercising. By 19, I was a size 20 when I fell pregnant out on... This is going to get dark, isn't it? In September 2005. I ballooned to a size 22, but was too delighted about being a mum to worry. Come June 2006, when Coral... Yeah, Coral. When Coral was born, with my hands full, probably of crisps as well, I carried on guzzling high-calorie takeaways. Guzzling. I could barely climb the stairs without getting out of breath, let alone run around after Coral. Worse, in November 2008, I started to feel poorly on a rare night out. Your body's giving up, love. Still feeling rotten when I woke up, I headed to the GP. He prescribed painkillers to ease my sore throat, but later that night, I fainted and was rushed to hospital. I was kept in for observation, and the next morning, as I went to the toilet, I collapsed. I spent the next 7 days in intensive care in Dorchester. Life-saving, that's the headline. Turned out I'd contracted a rare blood disease, causing clots in the small blood vessels of my body and organs. Both my kidneys and liver had failed. We nearly lost you, Mum sobbed. During a month in hospital, I underwent 8 plasma transfusions to cleanse my blood cells and return them without the harmful plasma, and life-saving dialysis. Against the odds, my kidneys and liver recovered. My body was a wreck. Steroids made my face balloon. I was 22 stone, 2 weeks on in 2009. My 22nd birthday arrived.
He's questioning how heavy 22 stone is.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so we need to Americanise things.
We need it in pounds. How many pounds in a stone?
14?
That sounds like a number.
Only 14 times 22.
we're all on.
Yeah, but you get a calculator. It's fine.
Ooh, what's going on there?
Oh, but do we know that's right?
Yeah, why not?
It's probably close.
I mean, the picture tells you she's massive.
It's going to be a very big number.
She's there.
Yeah, she's that fat.
Wait, hold on.
Approx.
Just bear in mind.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
It's a small picture.
For
Luckily, I've got a little converter here of weight.
How convenient.
Convenient. Stone. So we said 22, right?
Yeah.
It's 139 kilograms, or do you do pounds, right?
Pounds.
308 pounds.
Wow, that's pretty big.
That's pretty big. I mean, it's not American big, but for the UK,
That's American. That's big for America.
Oh, okay. So, where were we? Since coming close to death, I was determined to celebrate. So, as I couldn't find any clothes to fit, I suggested fancy dress. Face paint helped conceal my puffy cheeks and a leopard print top.
So she was ill, but she still went out.
Yeah, you got to celebrate not dying, don't you?
Yeah, but she just almost died. So now I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll go on a bender.
It doesn't say she's going on a bender.
All right.
It just says she's
got a drink in her head.
That might have been from the first time before she nearly died.
Oh,
from being a fat. Right. Face paint helped conceal my puffy cheeks, and a leopard print top just covered my belly.
Oh.
Not bad! I'd smiled before heading out, until I overheard those... Hold on! This timeline's all fucked up.
Well, that's standard for these magazines.
Not bad, I'd smiled before heading out, until I overheard those women in the toilet. So when did she...
I don't get it. See, this is why I got confused.
Fucking timeline. Given a second chance at life, I vowed to change. Right, she dressed up as a cat because she was so fat she nearly died. Then she went out dressed as a cat, and people said, "Wow, she really is fucking fat." And then she decided to sort herself out.
Wait, why did she dress as a cat? Because she was fat? What did she think that
Because
was?
her face had swelled up because she'd nearly died and was having all this treatment, and then she went out to celebrate. Although, if you're right, actually, Aurore, she's celebrating with a pint there. So,
So I told you.
yeah. In October 2010, I joined a slimming club. In just 6 months, I lost 7 stone. Down to a size 14 and 13 stone. I felt incredible. Inflated, says the headline. Then, in July 2011...
That sounds terrible, like someone deliberately, like pumped her full of gas.
Oh. Then in July 2011, I fell pregnant again and piled all the weight back on. What? At size 20 and 17 stone, I was gutted. Still, I concentrate on being a mum to Coral and my new daughter, Kyra, who arrived
Coral and Cara.
Kyra. Yeah. They sound like books in like this is a Halo fictional book planet. Where are we? Kyra. It wasn't until summer that I was shocked back into action. I was in a toilet and someone called me a fat fuck again. No, it doesn't say that. Splashing about with Kyra in a paddling pool. My mate took a pic. Unfortunately, that's not there. Or is it?
How did she fit in the paddling pool?
Did she?
With somebody else?
Yeah.
Hold on. Splashing about with Kyra in a paddling pool, my mate took a pic. I looked more bloated than the inflatable pool. I've lost the weight before, I can do it again, I told Mum. This time on my own. Immediately, I cut out sugary and fatty foods, tucking into freshly cooked fish and veg. By December 2013, I was down to 14 stone. Even better, later, I found a new love. Not the 2 men I'd boffed before for the other kids, clearly. Gary, 33, and I met at a soft play centre with my girls. He's a paedophile. No. He's tall.
Stop it!
Wow.
He's tall.
Stop inserting.
He's tall, kind, and brilliant with the girls. A year later, he proposed. I started jogging to be in shape for the big day. At first, I couldn't manage 5k without switching between walking, running, and eating. No, it says walking and running. I've got to stop editing this thing.
Yeah.
But in January, I ran 13 miles non-stop. Now I've lost 10 stone and I'm a size 12. At 11 stone 7 pounds, I've never been happier with my bod. Healthiness is a way of life. We're getting married later this month in Jamaica. There I'll wear a bikini for the first time. Surely not the first time ever. It's a bit weird. I've started a blog to encourage others to shift the flab. I don't know if that translates.
No.
Flab just means weight.
Oh, flab I got. I didn't get the shift part.
Shift means like
flab.
lose.
The weight,
Yeah.
we would say.
So shed? We would say.
Yeah, you say shift. Yeah.
Shitting flab. Like an hour skin, you just kind of pop, like, unzip.
I've just been carrying all this around. It sounds like such a cliche, but if I can do it, anyone can. Now, I mean, surely when you lose a lot of weight... I mean, she's looking better, but it seems that photo has been taken from...
1980?
1980s wedding video. Yeah, low quality is what I'm saying. Doesn't really translate on radio, so I'll move on from that.
Question.
That is Amy in Bournemouth.
What does it mean that this chat spring special is a passion series? Or, I'm sorry, passion series!
What?
What is
Where are
a
you reading
passion
that?
series?
Right this, yeah.
I have no idea what that means. Chat, I've got a lot
Please
to answer
find
for.
out what that
It
means.
definitely seems to have a slightly sort of sexy vengeance theme.
Sexy
yes.
Maybe
vengeance.
maybe there's a whole lot of different chats. We got another chat.
I do have another chat,
Okay.
although mine just says life, death, prizes. Which is an incredible lead-in.
It's like something from Running Man. Running for dollars.
I got a fun... Well, I don't know if it's... I hope it's a fun story. It could turn out to be a tragedy or...
It's the gamble we take.
So, it's a cover story on Take a Break, issue 9. Unexpected item in the bagging area.
Okay.
Look what I picked up in Asda. And then there's a picture of, like, an Asda employee, and a baby in a Asda basket. Because that's normal.
That is pretty normal.
You have to shout Asda, by the way.
So Asda, shout
yeah, but
out.
that's how Asda is spelt, though.
It's
Asda is
It's a brand name.
A brand. It's Walmart for UK.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not good.
So it's the same chain.
Yeah.
So at the top, it's just like, our lives! Panic in aisle 6.
Right. Tell me more.
So the thing is like, look what I got in Asda! I'd only popped in for some milk, but I left the supermarket with a very unexpected item. By Rebecca Groves, 19. She doesn't look. Oh yeah, she does look 19.
Yeah, the one on the right.
That's
Yeah.
my grandmother.
I like. They've got a picture of like at the top of an Asda 24, and it's the caption is the shop, as if we didn't
Good to have-
fucking know.
Well, this is helpful for Corey. It provides
Oh yeah,
context.
that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
This is
that is
that's Asda.
So don't go there.
Oh, yeah. Unless you want a baby.
Yeah, unless you want babies.
Aisle 6.
They're on aisle 6, yeah.
So, is that an I or an O?
That is a giant eye.
Okay, because it looks a bit like a giant O as well.
I don't know what you're talking about, but crack on.
If you okay. I opened the front door and let out a sigh. A night out was the very last thing I fancied, but my friend was having the girls round and I didn't want to let her down. All I really wanted was to flop into bed. I was pregnant and fuck. No, she's gonna pop it out in no.
Well, spoilers.
Sorry, but that's why I
Christ.
concluded. Anyway, okay, let's see. So I was pregnant and now I was 2 days past my due date and feeling exhausted. All day I've been having twinges in my belly. But when I called the midwife, she said it was too early for me to go into the hospital. So I decided to enjoy one last evening with my mates before the baby arrived. That's a terrible idea, really.
No, just go on a bender.
Fuck it.
Next day, baby's out. Job
Are
done.
you filling out a crossword?
No, I'm just marking interesting items.
He's taking notes.
I'm taking this very seriously.
Okay.
Excellent.
When I got to my friend's house, everyone crowded around my bump. That's a bit weird.
Yeah, what are they doing?
A bump is the...
I think that translates pretty easily.
Yeah, but you don't expect people to crowd around it. It's
Anyway,
just a bit weird. Not long now, they all said. Thank goodness, I replied. We ordered a Chinese takeaway and watched a film. We had a lovely evening, and before I knew it, the clock was striking midnight. Cinderella. I'd better be getting home. I said, I stood up and got my coat, but my friend Zoe said, I don't suppose you fancy coming to the supermarket with me? It's really late, Zoe, I replied. I should be getting home. Please, she said, I don't want to go alone. I only need some milk. We linked arms and began to walk towards... Why is that description? Let's just fucking skip down the road. We linked arms and began walking towards Asda. As we arrived, the automatic doors swished open and a blast of hot air blew over me. This is really descriptive. Suddenly...
They've got to fill a whole page.
I know,
That
it's true.
Rocking Asda. So
I mean,
just,
functionally, the picture in the headline covers all of the info that you actually
That's true. That's true. So I need to know about the hot air and the linking arms. Suddenly, a pain shot across my belly. A few moments later, there was another. I felt as though I needed to go to the toilet, so I said to Zoe, I'm going to next to the loo. We went into the baby changing room where I had some space to manoeuvre my bump, and Zoe locked the door. Suddenly there was gross. Suddenly there was a gush of water between my legs and I felt another strong pain.
It's okay, it's natural.
Yeah, it's really gross.
It might be
Pete!
Well, sorry.
Was it a gosh or a slash? I just learned that one.
Oh yeah, I said
Slash.
I'm going for a slash earlier. He was like, you going for a shit? I was like, no, a slash is a piss.
What's a piss? I mean, come on.
That's when you're jolly angry.
Oh, culture.
So I let out a cry as I realised that what was happening. I was in labour. Quick, I said, call an ambulance. Zoe fished my phone out of my bag and I dialed 999. That's our emergency services. 911 for you.
Okay.
Then I heard a voice call out, are you okay in there? Zoe opened the door and I a figure in green tabard stepped inside. "I'm Philly," she said. "I work on the checkout. Do you need some help?" "Yes," I whimpered. Philly, not Philadelphia, born and raised. Philly took my phone and started talking to the operator. Then she turned to me and said, "Keep calm, love. An ambulance is on the way." By now the contractions were coming thick and fast, and I felt an overwhelming urge to push. Oh, this is just a birth story. I thought...
What gave that away? Inspector. Jesus Christ. It's a birth story.
Oh, surprisingly, this does have a shock twist for what I was expecting from the beginning.
Yeah.
I thought they were just going to find somebody's abandoned
That's
baby.
what I thought until she was like, I was pregnant, and I was like, oh, fuck.
I mean, the headline is literally just wrong. She didn't get it as, but she fucking took it there.
Why
and
did they
popped
put
out.
it in a fucking basket? Like,
Because someone went, hold on, this would
Maybe
be
they'll-
hilarious if we put it in and asked the basket and took a picture.
maybe
Yeah, I
they're
was expecting they'd gone to the bakery to pick up a tiger loaf. And
So gone.
there's just a little baby around
what's
that.
Just to get some
That's
plastic.
what I expected. I thought it was going to be a tragic story about someone left their baby in Asda's or something and just...
Well, wait and see. Does she leave it
Okay,
there or does she
okay.
take it home?
So, blah, blah, blah. She felt an overwhelming urge to push. I hope the ambulance hurries up. Just then, the door opened again and a customer entered the bathroom. Philly said, "You get us some towels." "What?" the customer began. "Aisle 3, Philly said. "Hurry." Then she took my hand and gave it a squeeze. In between contractions, I said, "I'm scared, Philly. Keep calm, darling," she told me. "It's all under control." Then she dialed 999 again.
Is Philly a
said,
name, or is that like a like?
That's
It's
her
probably
name.
short for Phyllis.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
know.
I wasn't sure if that was like mommy or something.
Old Phil's down at the
Phil's,
checkout.
Got the feels.
Then she dialed 999 again and said, "This baby isn't going to wait for the ambulance. What shall we do?" She listened for a moment, then she laid some towels on... she listened for a moment, then she laid some towels on the floor and helped me onto them. And I guess that's why they were... You know how in movies they're always like, "Get hot water and towels." But you're like, what does
What are
that...
they doing with the hot wet towels?
What does that mean?
Well, so the baby doesn't have you want to keep it at regulated temperature.
I thought it was to provide a sort of soft, moist hammock to catch.
Well, yeah, exactly. But
It's just two firemen just going.
Like, they fucking fly out of the vag. What's wrong with
I don't know,
you?
maybe they need to catch them, or maybe it's where they roll them up and whip it out or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
I've not been present at a live birth. I don't go to
Think about it. When the baby comes out, they smack it to make it cry, don't they? So they've probably got the towel.
they whip it around.
Yeah, whip it around. Bang.
Carefully, she eased down my jeans. Hello.
Oh yeah.
Is this from the...
Wow, wow.
Right, she said, "You've got to push now, Rebecca. The baby is coming." I started to push, tears of terror streaming down my face. I pushed and pushed, and then I finally heard a gasp. "You've done it," Philly said. "Your little boy is here." I waited for my baby to cry. Nothing came.
Was the gasp from Philly or from the baby going? Fucking hell.
Is that also what it said? Like, instantly had its first words. Fuck you!
It's hot in there. Jesus, 9 months.
What's this hot water for?
Get me some cold towels.
"What's wrong?" I said. Philly picked up the baby and gently wiped his face. He let out a tiny cry, but her face grew serious. The baby's umbilical cord had snapped in 3 places.
Oh.
The 999 operator...
Well, it's not really needed, right? Like, it's... The baby's out, like...
Yeah, but if it had... Like, maybe it didn't snap when it came out, it was already broken, like, inside the womb, and that would be shit.
Well, yeah, it's malnourished.
Literally shit, because that's where, like, the baby's
Yeah, but
like,
that's
stuff
also where
goes
it
in
gets
and
its
out.
nutrients from the mum. So if it's broken, then the baby's going to have some troubles.
Yeah, I understand.
Let's find out what happened.
Baby troubles.
Big trouble.
The 999 operator told her to tie it back together and stop the baby's... Oh, it's bleeding. Stop the baby bleeding to death. Jesus.
This is ups and downs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, it's a roller
of
coaster.
emotion.
Get some shoelaces, Philly yelled to the customer who'd fetched
Poor
the
customer.
towels.
Fucking hell.
He just comes back with some towels. They're like, shoelaces, obviously. I was implied. Why do we have to tell you to go back for shoelaces?
Look, love, I just came in for a shit, yeah? Yeah.
Yelled to the customer who'd fetched the towels. They're in all 6.
Amazing.
Wait, wasn't it?
I wish you told me that when I was getting the towels.
Yeah.
Come on.
Make a list and I'll actually go shopping.
A few minutes later, she began to tie the cord together. Incredibly,
Yeah.
it worked, and Philly wrapped the baby in a white towel and a blanket and placed him in my arms. I thought he was going to say placed it in the basket. I thought that's when it was going to happen.
And then they tied him up with the shoestrings and
Yeah.
like a little bow.
And
Yeah.
ran him through self-service checkout.
Unexpected item. Fuck. I looked at his face and my heart felt fit to burst. Okay. I whispered, "Oh my goodness! I'm your mummy!"
Oh my goodness.
I named him Joel. The paramedics arrived, fucking finally, and took us to Liverpool Women's Hospital. Oh, obviously.
What do you mean? Jesus. Prejudice? Sorry to our listeners in Liverpool.
Oh, like how many out of the 10?
We don't have any, so that's fine.
Joel had lost a lot of blood and he needed to stay in, but 2 days later he was able to come home to Peblo Road.
Why do we need to know like
don't know.
the fucking road?
It's in Walton, Liverpool.
Good.
Yep. Then I realised something. Everything had happened in such a panic I hadn't thanked Philly. So one day I placed Joel in his buggy and in a blue blanket to keep him snug. And we set off. At the supermarket, I scanned the row of tills until I spotted a familiar face. I lifted Joel out of his buggy and said, "Philly, look who came to say hello." She beamed. She had a cuddle and I said, "Thanks for everything you did that night. I'll never forget it," she replied. I won't either. Philly was amazing and she may well have saved Joel's life. I feel so lucky that she was there in my moment of need and I can't thank her enough. And then it's like, "We pay more. Tell us your life story." How much do they pay though? I don't know.
Well, more.
Yeah,
It tells you that.
All right.
that was it. So I don't know why she put her in a
Do you want to
basket.
hear cultural difference right off the bat?
Yeah.
That did not end with a boom, cleanup in aisle 6 joke.
Wow. Yeah, they.
You guys don't have
No,
that?
it's already
We do,
panic
but
in
they've
aisle
already
6.
got panic and L6,
Yeah.
so they've sort of covered it.
Yeah, but like that was a waste. This is
Plus, she went into the
already.
bathroom to do it, so there wasn't really a clean
She
up.
went in the bathroom to like
Do
pop one out.
you want me to regale you with stories about what time in high school when I cleaned up bathrooms at a supermarket?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? I have two really bad stories.
Okay.
So,
Tell me more.
all right.
Yeah.
The worst thing. So I was the day maintenance guy. So I just cleaned up the floors, swept the floors, mopped mostly, and then cleaned the bathrooms every once in a while. And I got called in a couple times to do wet cleanups in the bathroom. Walk in. So you know how in produce sections they have like the bags to put like the wet produce in and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I walked in and someone had I can't remember how they attached it to the wall, but they
What?
took like a shit in the bag and hung it on the wall for someone to pick up.
Oh my god, that's
Wow.
amazing.
So
Do you think it was like a drive-by shit drop-off? Someone was expecting to pick it
Yeah.
up.
it was definitely one of our bags. I did the forensics. It definitely was one of our bags. So
You
it
did
was a
forensics?
crime of opportunity for sure.
So it wasn't a pre-prepared package in any way. You think somebody actually took a bag
I
and
think-
performed the
yeah.
activity
Yeah.
Yeah,
live?
but what I'm
Oh,
saying
yeah,
is
definitely.
that they arranged it with someone, so someone else was supposed to
Come
go in
in.
and pick
Yeah,
up
it's
the bag.
a squeaky
Yeah.
fetish. They were like, "I'll shit in the toilet." Not shit in the toilet. Shit in a, what was the store?
It was called a King Supers.
Okay.
Fuck knows what that is.
But they just like, that might be
Continue.
one of those creepy things where like they get on Craigslist, they go, "Oh, I leave shit for you. You take it."
I totally ruined it.
I think this
We
is
meet
before
up
the internet.
and write fanfic for
This
you.
was pre Craigslist.
Was it like Angel Fire?
Yeah, I was going to say something.
Yeah, the GeoCities.
They've now
GeoCities,
GeoCities.
yeah. And then the other time I went
Search for
in,
unlike us.
I got called in. I walked into the bathroom, and there was a cantaloupe on the ground.
Oh, it's full of shit again, isn't it?
You know,
Oh,
and so
is that
I,
melon?
I can't. Yeah,
We've
cantaloupe.
got those.
Do you
We just call them melons though.
Not where I come from.
Okay.
Fight.
They won't.
So I walk in. I'm about to pick it up. I kind of stop, and I'm like, no. I go back to the storage room. I get like an extra set of rubber gloves, and I come back up and I pick up the cantaloupe. Sure
There's a
enough,
hole in the end.
I turn it over, and there's a hole on the end. And then, so I'm like, all right, so I throw that in the trash, and then I go over to and we leave this broom in the store, in the bathroom for some reason to sweep up there. And of course I grab it, and it's all slimy on the top because I had used that to punch the hole. Yeah.
So what was wait.
Please tell me you understand what he's talking about.
Please.
How big was that? Oh, wait, okay.
Well, I mean,
So
it's a broom handle, so it's like, you know,
enough to
like that.
what? Yeah. Thanks
For the
for
listeners at home, I mind a
listeners at
sexual
home.
act with my 2 fingers.
Okay, I get it. Okay.
So I have a question. Rumpy pumpy? Is that a
That's
euphemism
just
for?
sex.
I get it's sex, but is it anal sex? Because the rumpy is throwing me off.
That's some good thinking.
That's a very
Yes.
good question.
I guess
Because it's rump.
yeah, but I think the rump's just a generic sort of back end area. If somebody happened to,
Yeah, anything that's available.
yeah,
It could be either.
yeah. I think it's mostly just a jolly term for fornication.
You're very close to the microphone with your literature.
Sorry, everybody.
I'm just saying,
at home.
like, it's going to probably rustle in the tussle.
Good. Anyway,
All right. Okay, so I have one, but this is like the lightest one I can find. So this is Chat Spring Special Passion Series. It is the darkest thing I've ever read in my life, but this is I'm highlighting this one because it's not dark. It's one of the few not dark things. It's not about hiring hitmen to murder babies or pedophiles.
Where's that story?
I could skip to that one if you want.
no, stick to the highlight
Yeah,
first.
stick to it.
So I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's not that good, other than it involves rumpy pumpy.
Still funny whenever you say it.
But
Rompy bumpy.
I picked it because it's by Laura Brim, 31, from California, USA. The title is "Forget Mr. Right." Oh wait, how do I read the italics?
We don't have a.
No, there's no distinction.
There's no style sheet for
Maybe
that.
go Italian or something.
For
Italics, Italian.
okay, I'll try it. Forget Mr. Right. I have a lover for every night.
That'll do. Perfect.
So I gave up on love and bagged 8 fit fellas. Is the format actually? Should I read the whole thing? Is that what you guys prefer, or synopsis?
Whatever you enjoy.
Yeah.
I just wanted to. I'm reading this because I feel like it's a public service announcement. Because basically, this woman was like desperate to get married, so she She finally gave up and just decided to. What do you say? Shag a lot of dudes.
You started off well.
Yeah.
And she ends on gloating. I've had 3 lovers call me in one night. I would never say never to having another monogamous relationship, but right now I'm more than satisfied. So, ladies, take that to heart. Be an attractive blonde and sleep around.
Are you reading this verbatim or like?
No. That's
your
my
commentary,
editorial.
right?
Yeah. That's my editorial.
The editorial.
Editorial. Thank you. Thank you for that. I needed my own segment here.
Yeah.
Do you want me to read this one? He hired a hitman to kill her and is pointing to this cute child.
Oh
I love that
God.
it's in giant letters. It's he hired
kill her.
hitmen
Wait,
to
no,
kill her.
sorry. You have to read this in Italian accent.
He hired hitmen to kill her. But the thing is, the only her pictured is the baby, yet they still include a little helpful arrow just
Yeah, just to make sure.
to kill her. It's like,
Well, the best part is they have this ultra scan of the fetus in the womb, saying with an arrow pointing to her vulnerable daughter, and it's pointing to what arguably could or could not be a baby.
Was the ultrasound somehow gained from sort of some heist pre-planning that they've been...
Yeah, they got a blueprint of her body, just rolled it out. And there's the baby.
It's like in Ocean's 13.
Yeah.
It's like Ocean's 14 months, but that doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't work.
It's an elephant baby. It lasts a long time.
Well, why do you know that?
I mean, they're bigger, isn't it?
Everyone knows elephant baby.
I don't know. I do a lot of bar trivia.
Right.
I don't know what their actual gesture. I just know it's longer than 9 months.
Pete, what have you got for us? You've been marking a few things.
I've got I've been flicking through chat, life death prizes. And it's mostly misery, to be fair. I think Corey's hit the nail on the head. It's mostly just sort of sad stories. But I have found one which actually is a little ray of hope and sunshine for people in certain situations. It's actually prefaced with a little picture of a slightly tubby lady on the front.
That's more than slightly tubby.
With my shame.
Is that all it says?
Well, no. It's so fat.
You
I
need to
broke
read it
the
correctly.
So fat!
I broke the loo. Now, this is actually in chat's true life section, which makes me slightly,
So what's the rest of
slightly
it?
confused about the content of the rest of the magazine, but it does have the subtitle True Life.
Can we just be clear for Corey? The loo is a toilet, of course.
Yeah.
I've been to England enough. I picked that one up.
Excuse me, do you have a loo? Like,
I need to go to the loo, please.
So I was particularly drawn to this article, not just for the story, but it's actually got a surprisingly high quality of writing, as we'll discover.
Really?
So this is a story.
Will it take us on a journey?
This is from Cheryl Crabb, 53.
I thought you were going to say Cheryl Cord.
Cheryl Crabb.
crazy weird.
I thought you were going to say Cheryl Crow, because she hasn't really been in the news lately. So.
Yeah,
This is true.
She got so fat she broke the toilet.
I don't even know who that is.
So,
Sheryl Crow.
Yeah.
Oh, the singing lady.
The singing.
The singing lady.
The amazing
The
singing.
new album, Singing Lady, Cheryl Crow. Includes the single So Fat.
I broke the loo.
No, the next track is called I Broke the Loo.
Anyway,
Cheryl Crabb writes, one morning, stepping out of the shower, I started drying myself off. I hadn't weighed myself in years, but I was a larger lady. To bend over to dry my feet.
What are you trying to
I'm just miming,
Well, actually
drying
miming.
myself as fat person.
This is another very useful visual aid.
Yeah, no.
What do you appreciate?
Thanks, thank the listeners.
Yeah.
So, to bend over to dry my feet, I put down the toilet seat lid and took a pew. That's for you.
Not you.
See, the thing that I like about Cheryl, she's got sort of quite a punny sense of humour.
Alright, she took a pew.
She took a pew, then crack.
Are you look confused, Corey?
Wait, she took a
When you
pew,
say take a pew, it means take a seat. A pew is the name of the seating in churches.
Churches,
so-
yeah, okay.
So she sat on the toilet.
Okay.
Why are you still confused?
No, I guess we equate our toilets to thrones, not necessarily churches.
Yeah, we can't say take a throne, can you? Unless you're like overthrowing a kingdom. I don't think.
Well,
It's
we don't have a queen, so we're not insulting anybody if we say that. So,
Come on. I don't know what's going on.
Crack, I believe is where I got to. It's also italicized
No.
and exclamation marks.
Not that one.
I leapt up to survey the damage I'd done. The lid had practically snapped in two. I'd have to own up. My cheeks flushed bright red as I called the
Which one?
Which
Which one?
Wait,
Come on.
Cheryl.
the owner?
Cheeky Cheryl.
Where is she?
From Coventry. So this is Cheryl.
The owner? What was she doing
Yeah,
in
that's
the
why I'm
shower?
confused.
there is a happy ending to the
She,
story.
it turns out she'd hired a cottage for the week. With
Oh.
her two children, yes. And they were having a blast until this happened.
Oh, shit.
How did you know that? Was that?
So Cheryl talking to the owner. The toilet lid cracked as I sat, I stammered. I'll pay for a replacement. Don't worry, these things happen, she kindly replied. Mortified, I didn't tell a soul about it, not even my mum and kids. And then there's just a little subheading that says, so big I'd split a toilet seat lid. So we get a bit of backstory about
So wait,
how
she split it. It was not just the bowl. She split like the lid, everything down the center. Like
literally in two. It's literally
What, the
snapped
whole
in two.
toilet?
The
No,
whole
I think
toilet,
it's
the lid.
just the lid.
she smoked the thing asunder, literally. Like
Rendered, cleaved perhaps
Cleaved,
by
is
her
it?
heft. So
Hefty cleave.
And heft.
So there's a few sad details about how she got big and then became unbig and then re-embiggened herself.
This is going to be some kind of loss and depression, isn't it?
Yeah. So,
Can we skim that?
yeah, I'm going to jump ahead. So
Okay.
After, I pile back all the weight and then some. I prepare healthy meals for the kids. Then once they were in bed, dial for a takeaway. Embarrassed and worried, it was time to face facts. I went to the doctor's and saw the nurse. There, I saw a poster for Slimming World, which is a nice name drop. I think there might be a bit of corporate sponsorship here.
Sploosh.
Could I be given more information on them, I asked. I can refer you, said the nurse. I was terrified to go on the scale in a room full of strangers. Still, I was determined to make a change. So we can quickly blast through her slowly losing weight. It goes into incredible detail. There's almost monthly updates. A month in, I lost a stone. By December, I managed to shed 3 stone 7 pounds. Spurred on, I began swimming. Soon I was doing 1 hour swims and aquafit twice a week. The weight melted away at an average 1 stone a month. Last October, I reached my goal.
Skipping this part.
Yeah, I thought we were doing this one.
That was the skim. That was half a page.
Jesus Christ.
Last October, I reached my goal. I did it! I yelled, ecstatic. Even better, I'm now slipping into size 8-10 jeans. I can't believe it's me in the mirror. In November, I helped on my son's trip to an adventure centre. Approaching the zip wire, I volunteered to go first. Whizzing all the way down felt so liberating.
Yeah.
You're
Instead of just
sweet.
bending the wire so that you eventually touch the ground.
You're so cool, Mum, my son said.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
That doesn't happen.
Children do not say that to their parents. You're so cool, Mum. No, you're not a fat
Whizzing all the
fucker
way
anymore.
down?
Yeah.
I was so happy.
What's that music? It's a zip line.
This is it.
Okay. Oh,
So he
yeah.
sort of-
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So Cheryl actually also tried canoeing, which she said was so much fun. For years, I missed out on so much. No more. And thanks to my embarrassing bathroom mishap, toilet seats are now safe. And Cheryl closes with a couple of incredible puns. I'm proof losing weight is possible. I'm flush with success. And there she is, proud after her embarrassing, shameful story.
Still a little bit
Flush with success.
overweight.
Wow, I think for a 53-year-old
Well,
I think that's just the extra skin kind of
If she can
Look.
fit into 8-10 jeans, she's got smaller button legs than me, so...
And that motherfucker's going canoeing, so she's happy.
Yeah, I think she looks lovely.
Losing
Aw.
weight floats my boat. There's a picture
Oh
of her
my goodness, how did I
canoeing.
miss it?
You missed that little gem, didn't you?
Wow, it's just laden with puns. I love it. So that's top work from Chapped magazine, 5th of March.
I mean, the beauty of these is always just the headline, isn't it? They're always more disappointing when you get to like. But this one doesn't really turn out to be particularly exciting. But I love the headline: 2 vaginas, 2 wombs. I mean, it's just about she had a slightly
Does
funky.
she have twins?
Has she
No,
got...
she just had one. But Cheryl had one miracle baby.
Which side?
What?
I don't actually
So,
know.
I want to know more.
What's the baby's name? Lefty.
Lefty O'Farrell. Yeah, this is Cheryl O'Farrell. What? I mean, you wouldn't do that to a kid, would you? Let's make your name rhyme. Cheryl O'Farrell, 29, from Hertfordshire. Most 14-year-old girls think about boys, schoolwork, their friends. For the most part, I was the same. But something else took up a lot of my time. My body, in italics. Shortly after my period started...
Sorry, read that right, please.
My body! I forgot about the Italian rule. Shortly after my period started, they became unbearable. Crippling cramps, huge bleeds. We need to get you to a doctor, said my mum, Dawn, 55, worried. So many commas in that sentence, shit. Then everything changed. I had scans and tests, and I did a laparoscopy, a keyhole
What was
operation.
A leprechaun.
A leprechaunoscopy, a keyhole operation to take a look at my pelvic organs. You have uterus to the fetus, the doctor explained eventually, as if he was just waiting for him.
Yeah.
Come on, doctor, eventually. That means you have 2 vaginas and 2 wombs. They explained that while I had 1 vaginal opening, I had a hidden vagina too, and a mini uterus attached to my main one. I mean, anyway, we know what we think of that. The condition's often linked to kidney problems, so after scans, they discovered I only had 1 kidney too. What the fuck is happening inside there?
You?
This is incredibly strange.
Let's see what else is missing.
Grammar.
Headline, yeah, grammar. Headline, it is italicised. Growing up. The likelihood of having children is slim, the doctor warned. Still a child myself at the time, my main concern was whether I'd be able to do sport at school. I had endometriosis too, which is when cells lining the womb grow outside the uterus. Because of this, I had to go to A&E for injections on the first day of my period, which I hated. Jesus Christ.
That sucks dicks.
Yeah, she's having a bad time. But I just got on with my life. 4 years later, I had surgery to open up my mini uterus so I'd have more chance of carrying a baby. By this point, I was thinking about my future. My sister, Jade, had her first child, and I yearned for children one day too. Even if I fell pregnant, it was likely I'd miscarry. There's over a 70% chance a baby won't survive if it's in the mini womb, the doctor explained.
The mini womb. Sorry.
It's in the cupboard. As we don't know if your womb will stretch to fit. Can't it just pop round to the other one?
It's like, man, how many babies get like a 2-room place to...
Yeah. Kind of rent on that in San Francisco. I tried not to think about it. In July 2013, I bumped into a childhood friend, Anthony, then 31, in the gym. Oh, trouble's brewing. There was a spark between us, and soon we got together. We talked about our future. It felt easy telling him about my body. I want to be with you, baby or not, he said. I felt the same. But we both still wanted to try. Good news! That little headline there, italicized.
That works amazing.
Wow. At the end of December, yeah, he just burst in and done it. Anthony, I didn't know you were Italian. At the end of December 2013, I came off the pill. In February, I noticed my period hadn't come. The good thing about my periods was that, until then, they'd run like clockwork. So then I did a home test. I'm pregnant, I cried out. We were over the moon, but we had to be practical too, so we went to the doctor. He referred me to specialist Queen Charlotte's and Chelsea Hospital in London, where they...
Not specialist Queen Charlotte.
There was a new line there, to be fair to me. He referred me to specialist Queen Charlotte and Chelsea Hospital in London, where they ran a scan to check everything, which, okay! Sorry, it's caps. I don't know why they had to capitalise that. The baby is in your smaller womb, but it looks fine, the midwife said. We knew that. I don't know why the midwife talked like that. We knew what that meant. There's over a 70% chance it won't survive. So, I'm sorry, it's dark, but the rules are the rules. So Anthony and I tried not to get attached to the baby. Didn't think of names or talk to it. That's harsh. But I got excited when my bump started growing. It meant my womb was stretching. Then at 17 weeks, I was struck with a kidney infection and hospitalised for a week. Luckily, the medication didn't affect the baby, and I recovered. There we go. 5 weeks later, I got a worse infection. You have to know that if it comes to it, we'll save you, not the baby, the doctor said. They even sent a psychiatrist to help with the potential loss. I tried to keep it together. Anthony, who has been...
Laughs?
What?
Help with the potential laughs?
Loss.
Oh.
Not like... this fucking dies. It's going to be hilarious.
It's like Patch Adams. They send Patch Adams with a rubber nose and it's like, hey.
Anyway, Anthony, who'd been calm and strong, was now emotional. Miraculously, both the baby and I pulled through. Let's start buying some bits. I smiled to Anthony. It was amazing to come up with names and enjoy feeling the baby wriggle. On 4th of November, 4 days before it was due, I realised I hadn't felt it move for a while. Anthony was at work as a project manager, so I drove to Lister Hospital in Stevenage and rang him and Mum. While sitting in the waiting room, my waters broke. 2 hours and 15 minutes later, our baby boy, Joey, was born. It's a beautiful boy, Mum smiled, emotional. He weighed 7 pounds and 3 ounces and was perfectly healthy. 3 days later, we went home. Anthony and I are hoping to try for another baby soon. All the pain was worth it. My body might not be perfect, but it brought our miracle boy into our lives. There's a little picture of a uterus there.
Just in case you've never studied science.
The best thing about it is a picture of a normal uterus, but the caption says, instead of one uterus, there are 2.
Wait, is that a normal
You might as well just say not pictured.
Isn't that little line there not supposed to be there?
I don't know.
Isn't that supposed to be one open... Aurora, you're the subject matter expert.
It is supposed to be one thing.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be completely empty in the middle.
Right.
So they've just kind of got the Photoshop
they've got liquefy and just sort of pulled it down a little bit.
So
Much.
wait, so if I remember correctly, they cut open her and gave her a new vagina to open up the second uterus. What happened? What?
No, they didn't expose the other hidden badge. They made the second uterus, the double womb situation, more.
Why didn't they just combine the wombs into one?
Yeah, knock through the wall.
Not through the wall.
We're
You
gonna
don't
clear
need a
that.
doctor. He's got a contractor.
They probably didn't have a good joist
Yeah,
to hold the ceiling up.
Yeah, there's no structural
integrity.
structures.
Yeah.
So she needed to get together. So, like, basically, what we've learned today is that some people are born without genitalia, and some people are born with twice the genitalia. It's like,
What to make the make up for the ones who've only got one.
I just want to highlight a website just because there's often amazing adverts in the back of these magazines. Divine Magic! A beautiful magical experience of handmade magical items. Free gift with the first order. It's just a mobile phone number and then a web address that's not even got a dot in it properly. It just says www.divinemagic.moonfruit.com. I really encourage everyone to go and look at that because that sounds incredible. Also remember to put the dot in after the W's where they did not.
So
are you sure?
No, not at all. That could well be the fact that they think, I've just got to go on the internet, I better put W's in the domain that I've registered. Entirely likely.
So I'm looking at Spirit and Destiny, your spiritual guide to life, I have to say. Oh, actually, it's in italics. Your spiritual guide to life.
Yeah.
And there's a story, but I won't read it because it's 4 pages long.
Thank you.
It's Andy Warhol appeared in my kitchen.
On toast. Please finish that sentence. On toast.
My guides gave me 3 minutes to decide if I wanted to live or die, and if I lived, they would change my life forever. Forever, 2 separate
Hang on.
words.
When it says my guides, does that mean she was a Girl Scout leader?
I don't
Go
know
guides.
because this story
And they were
is
like
really
holding
long.
her hostage
I
or
think
some
a lot
shit.
of it is quite tragic. I like how they've got there's some captions in the images, and one of them is, Warhol told me not to take my life too seriously.
I thought he was going to save her from suicide.
Yeah, he saved him for the girl guides who were holding her hostage. I've got a little dilemma page for you guys just to see what you think through your yes/no situation. Get back with X. This is from Vivian, 31, in Stourbridge. I broke up with my partner just over a year ago. I was in love with him and our sex life was great, but we used to argue all the time, so eventually, even though we've been together for 3 years, I decided I'd had enough and I dumped him. Since then, I've had the odd fling but nothing more, as I'm constantly thinking about my ex. I bumped into him recently on a night out and we ended up having a drunken one-night stand. Now I can't get him out of my head. He asked me to go for a drink with him and I'm thinking about it. However, I'm worried that if we get back together we'll start rowing again. Should I get back with him? I mean, that's not a dilemma. That's just laziness.
It's a basic life decision that's been somehow handed
written
off to an unprofessional magazine agony aunt.
So wait, we need, okay, before you read the answer, I think we need to take up from our esteemed panel here. What do you think? Yes, no?
I think they've probably had time to mature about their life decisions and their directions in life. And I think, if the sex life is good and there's a connection there, she can't get him out of his head in the sort of Kylie Minogue way. Then I think it's like another chance. I think they should
In
go
depth,
for love.
Aurora?
Fucking bang out with him, I don't care.
Jesus Christ.
Just go him and dump him. Fuck it.
Yeah. I was just saying, get it. Like, yeah. Like, I mean... Well, I mean, I guess...
So you're saying she should go back for seconds after the initial drunken one-night stand, or what?
Well, I mean, yeah, I would hit it until the fighting started and then
re-quit.
Re-quit.
Yeah, okay.
Oh no. That's some gold that we just found.
Come on.
Wait, well, so what is the...
There's both. I feel like there's probably something more interesting to be read.
No, continue and then I'll go to it.
Okay. The yes. Well, there's a yes and a no answer. Pick me up reader Janet Rogers said,
I'd rather give it a shot. Both of you have found the grass isn't greener on the other side. Some relationships thrive on arguments depending on what they're about and get boring otherwise. You clearly have doubts about having split from him in the first place. Go back and finish what you started.
How do you finish a relationship? By getting back together with someone.
I believe if you read Chat magazine, either one, there's plenty of stories about how to like hire murderers to kill any kind of relationship you want.
Okay.
Who knows, it could last a lifetime.
But on the no column, pick me up reader Emma Bell says,
I went back to an ex a couple of years ago and regretted it, as it was the same problem, so happening all over again. I was so unhappy I had to stop doing what my heart told me, and I'm glad I did. That doesn't make sense.
She never listens to her heart again. That's the darkest thing we've read all night.
Now with someone I love and who makes me happy without even trying. Lazy. You may be feeling lust rather than love. Think about what the rest of your life would be like if your relationship was the same as last time. Jesus
I think
Christ.
she should think about being with someone who tries instead of like,
No, she's happy. She doesn't need to get involved.
fuck it.
Yeah, tell me more.
A spell
like
to
to know
heal.
more? No.
A spell to heal
Yeah, that's what
grief
you did.
and emotional pain.
I mean, this whole page is gold.
what?
Look at this.
Give me context.
Call on the angels. Ask Archangel Raphael to message your emotions.
To meshes? What?
Massage your
Massage.
emotions.
This is literally.
Can you
I
lay
was
this down
reading
flat so we can
this
actually
bit,
all
because
enjoy
this
it?
is like
Let me see this.
an instruction manual for spells.
Really? Oh my
It's
god.
this section here.
It's like the weekly recipe, but for
Yeah.
But for
So-
fucking maniacs.
So, to heal your grief and emotional pain, you will need a black candle in a holder, matches or a lighter, obviously, a copper coin, a round pot or cauldron,
Yeah. Take your pick. Whatever you've got to hand.
a small dark round pebble, 1 tablespoon of water, a handfuls of soil, a glass of red wine or grape juice.
Go on.
So, find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed, light the candle, and say out loud, light upon...
Hold on.
Hang on.
Hold on. That is clearly italicized.
Alright, this is in italics. Light upon grief, cast out all pain, tears to be lost, happiness gained.
Where are you from in Italy?
I played
I'm
Assassin's
from
Creed.
Latvia, Italy.
Place the coin inside the pot or cauldron, saying, "Ties upon now rent, anger is spent." Add the pebble, saying, "Banish from the frown, weighing me down."
there's nothing more powerful in spellcraft than a rhyming couplet.
Yes. All good mages know that.
Yeah.
Pour in water, saying, "Hence the last teardrop past."
Oh.
The soil to the pot, covering the coin and the pebble. Then raise the glass of wine or grape juice. Say aloud, "A toast to the sorrows gone that will not come again." That didn't rhyme.
No. Shit poem, isn't it?
Drink half of the wine or juice, then pour the rest onto the soil, saying aloud, "The earth is soaked up, the last of this cup."
Well done.
Let the candle burn down safely. After one moon cycle, bury the contents of the pot or cauldron after dark in the ground near your home.
Is that like an hour or something? I don't know, or do you have to wait a month?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like, how long is this fucking candle?
It's a fucking ritual, man.
Some old soily wine
Alright,
spots.
see you in a few weeks.
Do you wanna read out Raphael's massaging emotions?
I'm quite excited about this, actually. It did catch my eye. Call on the angels. So this is actually, you can ask Archangel Raphael, who I guess is one of the lesser known angels with Michelangelo and Archangel
And Donatello.
to massage your emotions. So Archangel Raphael is known as a great sage, and he's a very helpful figure to turn to if you're in need of emotional healing.
I've not actually thought of turning to him, so this is helpful.
No, but you can literally, it says call on this heavenly counsellor for support. And there's a picture.
Is there a number?
There's a number.
This is what I'm trying to
Call
scan
toll
through.
free
4-4.
Well, it's actually easier than that and considerably more cost effective. To tap into Raphael's curative energy, you just need to find a quiet place, sitting or lying down, closing your eyes and saying out loud, Raphael, I need your help now!
Are you serious?
Yes, it actually says that. When you feel relaxed, visualise yourself surrounded and protected by his green healing energy. Imagine you're part of this green light and that it's flooding every single cell of your body. Take a couple of deep breaths before you open your eyes.
Just for safety, a couple of safety breaths on there.
Just in case his face is right in front of you.
Something amazing.
Incredible. So I think that's going to be very helpful for the listeners out there.
Yeah.
Just kick back, relax, and shout for help from an angel. Fucking help!
Raphael, I'm in Astor. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, it's really hard, man. This is...
I refuse to go blue and talk about any kind of pedophilia, so...
Yeah,
Go blue.
there's a lot of sort of pedo-rapey things going on here.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah, chat, yeah, we got the 2 chat magazines.
Yeah,
so
chat's incredibly dark apart from these really Well, chat seems to be quite into amateur sort of highbrow journalism as well.
What do you mean?
Well, they're positing
What?
that perhaps Hitler actually survived. Which
Go
is
on.
completely out of the left field for the rest of the tones of the stories.
Please go on.
So,
What? Wait, hang on. What's this? Chat lucky key.
we'll get to that.
Okay.
I think that's a good follow-up story, because
Yes.
this is probably going to be a bust.
Hey, they're all winners.
Just for taking part.
So this is part of Chat's Tales of the Unexplained. It's not prefaced with the true story mark that some of the other
Excuse
stories
me.
are. They're true life, I should say.
I was... Please read that again.
I mean, how do I do an X-Files font? What accent is that?
You have to read it like David Duchovny.
Yeah.
How does he even speak? Corey should say Tales, because he's the most American.
What? I don't know.
X-Files is American. Say Tails.
Tails.
Of the unexplained! There we go, that was perfect.
Yeah, we'll edit that. Oh,
So, I'm just going to briefly skim through, because it's incredibly wordy. But they're basically trying to say that this comedy old priest man that they've got a picture of, who couldn't look less like Hitler if they tried, is actually Hitler. And just to make it really clear how not Hitler that is, they've actually put a picture of Hitler next to it, so you can see how different they look.
I love how they put Hitler in 1933 and then
The Curious Father Crespi. Now, Father
And
Crespi...
Joy-
He sounds like isn't there like a Amazing Crespi magician? Is that an American thing?
Probably.
Quite possibly.
So, are you done with that?
No,
Oh,
it's just a
goes on.
story.
Hang on.
It's just a story about a priest who...
There's like what history says.
Well, what history says, they actually point out that Hitler killed himself and gave strict instructions that his body should be burned. And they talk about the Soviet horror as he's disposing of the bodies. Now that's in a small footnote underneath them explaining that Hitler did actually survive.
How did he actually survive then?
Well, apparently he's become a crazy priest in South America who's taken a vow of poverty but has a massive...
swastika on his back.
Yeah.
Are you sure
I made
he's
that
not
up.
just a neo-Nazi?
I mean, it's quite possible. Apparently he's just some crazy priest that had quite a lot of art.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
he loved painting. That sounds
Yeah.
like him. Is he also
Fucking Hitler,
vegetarian?
there he is.
Well, exactly. Does he like Alsatians?
There you
Well,
go.
I suppose German Shepherds, you should say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in my chat spring special, they have a double page shopping spectacular for it's toys gone terrible, and because it's National Barbie Day on 9 March. That's March 9th to Americans.
Yeah, but even
Your
on
kids-
9 March is like really
Yeah, that's not even
questionable.
good grammar for us.
But
We
your
used
kids
teenage.
prefer their toys a little bit more gross. If so, these could be the Prezzies for them. Is that
Prezzies.
Prezzies.
presents?
Yeah.
My favorite is the. I'm assuming that's.
The floater.
Do we think that's real? Do you think that's inflatable and giant, or do you think that's life-size poo?
I think that's a life-size poo.
That's literally just a gigantic...
It's even got a bit of corn in it. That's gross.
Is that what that is?
Oh, I thought that was a happy smile.
But my personal favorite is the poo head game, which comes with some kind of weird shower cap.
It's Velcro, isn't it?
With Velcro,
hat.
and then you throw poo onto their heads, and you have to catch the poo with your head.
Don't you have that in your office?
What, plop?
Plop trumps.
No.
I swear I've seen that around the office, and I thought it was in your office.
No, I've got 24 top trumps.
Oh.
Because I'm a connoisseur of top trumps.
Is Poohead not what they were attempting to play in the store that time that you found a bag of poop?
Yeah, probably just...
It was. Trust me, it was not. I was gonna say it's not solid enough to play that.
Details.
Was that in a paper bag or a plastic bag?
They're plastic bags.
Oh.
Because they're meant for like wet groceries.
Okay. Groceries.
Or wet veggies.
Produce.
Fiber induced.
Wet veggies. What's a wet veggie?
Broccoli.
Well, like in America, in the produce section, they like
It's like chilled with...
they chilled with thing, and sometimes they have like fucking rainscapes, like it's the rainforest.
That sounds magical.
That's really fucking elaborate. We just have them on a
We
shelf.
just chuck shit dry on the shelf. Get it if you want it.
It's not super common, but like sometimes they will have a little thunder that goes on, and the light will literally flicker.
Are you serious?
And, yeah, to warn you that the misters are going to come on, so you don't like have your hand in there and get wet.
This is incredible. We need to go to some kind of wet produce.
I want to go to a
It's not very
rainforest
common.
shop.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take you to a rainforest cafe.
I've been there in London.
See.
So the thing that caught Aurora's eye on the bottom of the Hitler article is Chat's lucky key.
Okay.
And it's a picture of an old rusty key on a table that says, "Put your finger here." And it says, yeah, Aurora's actually doing it live, so we can actually test how well this works. Check out our lucky charm. Place a right hand finger on the key, close your eyes, so you need to close your eyes, and let the luck flow. We can't wait to hear if it works for you.
I'm going to write in.
Are you going to call out for the...
I mean, what are you actually waiting for the lockdown to go? Just cash stuff raining.
Yeah. I mean, they want to know if it works, so if any random act of luck happens to befall you in the next 17 to 18 years, let them know.
Hang
How
on.
do you know it's
Hang on, why is it 17 to 18 years?
I mean, I just plucked the numbers.
Oh, I thought you'd been reading Spirit and Destiny magazine and predicted Aurora's demise.
That would be quite incredible.
Or you could visit the internationally acclaimed psychic Nicholas Pierre.
What?
Nicholas Pierre?
What is...
Oh.
What is...
Oh, no.
What is he
What
touching?
do you mean? He's
What is that? What is that? I must know what he's hovering his hand over.
He's hovering his hand over a picture, I think.
Is it a picture
Or
of a missing
drawing.
child? And he's trying to locate him using his internationally acclaimed
Oh
Nicholas
no, this
Pierre
is
powers.
horrible. Oh wait, hang on. It's Nicholas Pierre and his family offer you their sincere assistance with any problem, even the most difficult. So it's a
He
whole
doesn't tackle the
family.
bullshit, he goes for the hard problems.
It's a whole fucking family who will just like do
Just him's the whole fucking
the
family.
worst.
Well, he's the only one noted as an internationally acclaimed psychic, though. This slightly depressed lady that's next to the available immediately telephone number might just be his wife, who's a telephone operator. And not
Yeah, she's not internationally acclaimed.
Wait, I thought that was a separate ad.
No, it's a double page spread, bro.
yeah.
Is it a family if it's just a couple?
Right, let's lay it down.
What's particularly good
I
about
mean,
this is he's actually an
it's got-
accredited member of...
The Guild of Ethical Psychics.
That's not a
That
thing.
is, I mean, there's
That's
a symbol with a
fucking-
gold hand.
Yeah, it's a gold symbol. You can't deny the
That's
authenticity.
like-
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
That's
So,
stupid.
if you're facing a seemingly hopeless situation, no matter how despairing, do not give up. Contact us now, and we will provide a swift and sincere response indicating how we will help you. Being forewarned will play a major role in guiding you to a happier future. We are committed to helping you fulfill your needs and wishes.
Jesus.
I mean, they've even got some incredible testimonials on the site here.
I know. What have you?
Oh,
what-
Your reading left me astonished. I didn't even know people like you existed.
I've never even seen X-Men.
What is a psychic? That's from Mr. JH of London.
Wow. Johnny Bullshit.
I like.
What? My relationship is now reunited. That's not how you really describe a relationship,
Not
is
how
it?
you grammar, is it?
Did some words.
I like. I have in mind chat special. Is chat like slang for something other than just like talking? Like
No.
Like chat? Okay.
Nope.
We have Sally Morgan, psychics. And
She was nice.
to
She's
describe
like
to the
a-
readers at home, she looks like a British Sally
She's
Jesse
cross-eyed.
Raphael.
Okay.
Just
So I'm
saying.
assuming all of your
I'm familiar with.
readers are familiar with her. I guess they would be readers. But my favorite part is the beginning of this little testimonial that is a quote of herself. My psychic team have been individually tested and selected for their incredible ability, each having their own specific skills and expertise.
So she's describing herself like Professor X.
Yeah, she has a team. Her
That
psychic
was members of
team.
my
Oh my
school.
God.
And they've been individually tested and selected. So no,
Fucking
duo
hell.
group.
It makes it sound like they've all got unique individual psychic powers that
Yeah.
they've been kind of headhunted
Yeah.
for.
This is, and look, if you want
It is the
further.
X-Men.
Yeah, she has in her signature Sally Morgan XX.
I've got completely distracted.
And the best part is her huge, thick glasses, so she can see into the future, but she's incredibly nearsighted.
Amazing.
There's something in Spirit and Destiny magazine, which is a fucking vitamin D spray called Deluxe.
Vitamin Americans, vitamin.
Shut up. It's called Deluxe 1000.
Yeah. Deluxe one does. I'm up for that. Is that it?
Yeah, I just found it really funny because it sounds like something like you'd find in a strip club.
Right, I actually got completely distracted by other incredible wares for sale in the backs of these magazines. This is Marketplace, which you can actually call up to advertise in. So any big businesses
Sorry,
listening right now. So this is you can honour your favourite sport with a striking first ever Spirit of Bowls cuckoo clock. Now this could be something new for Corey because you probably don't have bowls.
Ladies, I have bowls.
Bowls for days. So this is quite a nice little vignette of the bowling experience. So it's handcrafted to depict a bowls clubhouse and green. The bowlers rotate around base and emerge through doors each hour. Plays the sound of a bowls game, and it actually says in the corner, authentic.
Okay, so I've seen bowls.
I've heard that about you.
Have you?
I live in San Francisco.
That's
Yeah, I'm a well-traveled man. I've been every time I've been to Brighton.
You've seen balls.
But literally, every sport that you guys play in, well, besides soccer,
Football.
football,
Actually,
is quiet. They literally shut. What is the authentic sound of
balls.
of a ball rolling on some
Well, it would be the balls smacking
Yeah.
together,
Yeah.
right?
well, that's the thing. It's played on a shortcut grass lawn, so it doesn't make any sound when it rolls.
Yeah,
And the idea is just to sort of get it close to the little white
yeah,
ball.
and they don't even kind of loft it. It's
No, it's just a gentle
they roll, so there's no thud.
It's
It's just when the balls glide.
It's played by incredibly old people. They're very stiff and they can barely locomote. So it needs to be the simplest, smoothest possible motion.
There's
Any loud noises are going to scare them. It's, it could be the
I just want to point out, I'm such a bowls connoisseur that I watched this movie. I don't even think it was on BBC America, and it was one of those '80s sports movies where it's this. I don't have no idea what this movie was called.
Balls of Thunder.
But it was a British movie about this guy who was some twat, and
I know. It's
Yeah.
that Paul Kay film, isn't it?
and because he was basically super good, but he was loud. It was basically Billy Madison for bowls.
Yeah, no, we know exactly what you're talking about. I can't remember what it's called.
It was. I give it 3.5 stars out of 5.
Okay. That's not bad.
It does actually specify what the sound is. So the serene morning piece is punctuated by a reassuring click as one wood clips another, followed by the soft
On the
murmurs
nose,
of the bowls players.
Soft murmurs of the bowls players. Why do I want that in a clock?
Soft murmurs.
Wait, what is this part here about the egg providing emotional clues?
What? Come on.
Spirit and Destiny. So some shit about like this dude, or at least it's called Maya Medicine.
I'm sorry, you gotta read that again.
Yeah, some shit about this
Oh,
dude.
sorry, Maya Medicine.
My medicine.
It's tried and tested, and there's like a picture. He looks really rapey there.
Who's
And
this?
he's-
Put some context. Oh, it's just a stock photo again.
I like how Will demands context for himself in a medium where the listeners have no help.
I mean,
I have to see it,
as
even
is
though no one else
clear
will.
by most of this podcast,
So the,
I have no interest in
the
this at all.
second photo is this dude looking into a glass, and there's an egg in the glass, and the caption is, "An egg in a glass can give emotional clues."
Does it specify any more than
I
that?
don't
or is
know.
it
You
just
have to
a-
go.
Alright.
What does it?
Just get an egg in a glass.
You have to read that
Clues.
correctly, though. Hang on.
I met. Is that Tylix?
Yes, that is a tub.
What did it involve? You can't laugh at me, Count Dracula.
Yeah, yours was on that way. No, come on.
I met Roland Jerokian, who has spent the best part of 20 years in southern Mexico training to be a Maya healer. I explained about my flashbacks to my mother's last... Well, we jumped ahead. My
Yeah, I
mother's
know.
last few hours in the hospice, and told him that even 4 years on, I felt guilty she didn't have good palliative care.
Where's the word?
Palliative care, isn't it?
Yeah, palliative.
Yeah. That's like the sad
That's
one.
not an
They try
American
and
word.
make people feel better when they're about to die.
Oh, God.
So she paid for her hospice and then was like, oh, I just like get her in a good... Anyway, that's morbid. Let's move on. First, Roland asked me to hold a hen's egg in my hand, then rolled it around my head and shoulders to soak up negative energy from my aura. He also took my pulse to diagnose my energy levels. He said that the left-hand side of my body is dominated by yang, male fire energy,
Give you some male
Which is-
fire.
which is stronger than my feminine yin, maternal water energy, on my right-hand side. Intuitively, I felt like that right too. So she's butch.
Intuitively, so, yeah, that makes sense.
Roland cracked the egg into a glass to read my energetic blueprint. Bruises on the yolk indicated the effect of emotional trauma on the body, while two large bubbles on the top of the egg, represented the anger I'm holding on to, echoed by the murky cloud of static energy in the white, in the egg white. Roland said my space element was depleted too.
Space element.
This linked
We've
to our
gone back
sense.
to Halo.
Yeah.
This is linked to our sense of inner calm and space to contemplate. Next, I lay on the couch and Roland placed his hands over my tummy. This is where we hold emotional tension. He started burping as he channeled the release of my negative energy. Afterwards, he manipulated my neck and head to help me relax.
So he just started burping in her face. Like, yeah, I'm releasing.
Oh, you really got hot in there. I don't.
Oddly smelled like beer.
It all makes sense though if you think about it. If the yolk is bruised from your negative energy emanating out of your shoulders, and everything.
Bruised yolk. I don't know what a bruised yolk is. I mean, this guy's.
Well, you haven't trained it.
Yeah.
There's a microscopic picture that if you focus, you might see because that's
holding an egg in a glass.
Yeah.
And staring at it really
Yeah.
intensely.
You had some trauma there.
I'm
Fire
an
healing.
expert.
He is an expert.
Hey.
Amazing.
Did the effects last, Corey?
2 weeks later. Oh, did the effects last? 2 weeks later, I feel more philosophical about my mom's passing. I have also been trying. I'm sorry to laugh there. I'm sorry.
That's horrible. Wow.
I'm just saying, who feels philosophical about it? Like, is that what you need to think is be more contemplative about it? Like, isn't that why you wanted to, like, get away from it? Anyway, I've also been trying to incorporate Roland's belief that you need to find space in your life for inner calm, even if it's just a few minutes here and there.
You need to find space.
Nice.
What? Are you making fun of me or them?
Them.
Well, what? Why is there a woman in armour?
That's her emotional protection, as the helmet clearly states.
Yeah.
I I mean, that's not emotional protection. That's actual protection.
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite caption of the day so far. So it's a very intense-looking woman, fairly attractive, and I'm going to assume I'm not being British. I didn't grow up with this stuff, but like it's fairly authentic armor. The caption reads,
Yeah, we all had one.
I always put my armor on.
"Go on, reject me if you think you're hard enough."
Wow.
That is some power.
Yeah, right.
That's
Like I
right
mean,
there,
there's
yeah.
some innuendo in there. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, lots to find about.
We can take a test.
Okay, let's do it.
How do you react? Imagine yourself in each scenario as
Anger.
as you can feel what your reaction would be. Then turn the page to discover what the 5 reaction types. I mean, it's pretty long, so I won't ask every question because it's like 9 questions.
Ask one each.
Yeah. Corey's question first.
Yeah.
Hit it.
You met someone at a bar and swapped numbers. A week later, he hasn't called. It means you're in the Castro, by the way. Here, A, he's an idiot. B, he wasn't that attractive anyway. C, you should call him. D, you're unattractive. E, he has no interest in you.
It's a lot of options.
Yeah. I don't get emotionally attached that well, so he's just not that into me. I move on. Wait, you have to
Why
ask
am I reading my own question?
Oh, right, sorry.
You're the quizmaster.
Okay, your future sister-in-law doesn't invite you to her hen party. Do you? Sorry.
Why should we be bothered about that? We really picked their questions. I'll try my best to answer it anyway.
I think these are specifically targeted to a gender.
No.
Sexist.
Yeah, why doesn't Spirit and Destiny
A.
cater to men?
Leave a cool message on her answer phone, hoping that she has a good time.
Your phone.
Hang on, what? A cool message?
What is
Yeah.
Like,
What's wrong with an answer phone on your mobile phone?
Hold on. I don't know what the confusion is. Corey,
Yeah.
state why you're laughing at answer phone.
Because it sounds like you're just like, there's like the first 2 words that came to your mind. Like, I don't know, we call it a voicemail, answer machine, anything. It's not an answer phone. There's no such thing as an answer phone.
Okay, good. I mean, that's just what we call it.
Yeah, we
I
just
get it,
call
but
it
we
an
also
answer
call
phone.
pants underwear pants or something like that.
Yeah, that's what they are.
That's wrong.
Call a trouser bitch.
You call trouser bitch?
What?
Please continue. What are
Right.
my options? How do I deal with this
So leave a
dilemma?
cool message on an answer phone, hoping that she has a good time. B, moan to your fiance that she's rude and that
Sexually.
you didn't. and,
Moan
you didn't
oh, right.
and you didn't want to go anyway. Shrug and say you expect she has just invited her mates. Question whether you're going to be accepted into your fiance's family. Think there are plenty of other opportunities to spend time with her.
I'd probably leave a cool message because I'm quite a cool guy.
yeah.
Hang on, like,
I mean,
And I
need
like
to,
answering phones. So.
you know, just some cool 90s slang to sort of show how
Yeah,
to get down with the kids.
I just have like a squealing guitar and I'll be like, hey, it's Will. What's up? Hope you have a rad night. And then I'm
so cool.
like, so cool.
And the phone suddenly has sunglasses on.
Yeah.
Alright, Pete.
Hello.
You receive unwarranted criticism at work from your boss. Do you?
That seems unlikely.
Yeah, I know. You see
Never
right
gonna happen.
there.
Never gonna happen.
A. Complain to your boss's line manager about her conduct.
Amazing.
You're now a woman,
I'm now a
Will.
woman.
For
Wilhelmina.
context, Pete is
Been said.
Will's underling.
Whoa, that is
Wow,
terrific.
that just kind of destroyed
the whole dynamic.
Yeah, there's
dichotomy
a
of the room here.
terrible patriarchal hierarchy now.
Patriarchal
Why women?
hierarchy.
I don't know.
Why women? What?
Just finish
Just
the fucking
finish.
question.
Okay, so complain to Wilhelmina's line manager.
Privately decide that she's wrong. Ask for another meeting with your boss for the feedback and tips. Dash to the toilet
Just
and
the tip.
cry. Take the rest of the day off work.
I mean, if your manager's upset with you, you're not going to run away and cry and then just take the day off. If they're like, you see a little imbalance and you keep running out the door,
Why
you not
is
do that.
so? This is like obviously geared towards women. Why is the boss?
Hey, why are you so sexist?
I'm not. It just the fucking magazine is right. Why is
You're drawing a lot of assumptions there, but go on.
boss automatically a woman as well?
Well, I mean, you can switch genders in writing, it's fine. Okay.
So, talk to your colleagues about how you could improve. What would you do?
I mean, I do enjoy feedback and tips. I do. So I'd probably go for that as opposed to the burst into tears and then just eject myself from my job for the rest of the day.
I quite like the privately decide they're wrong.
It's just like, they're a fucking brilliant.
Pete, you've got to sort this out. He just goes, I'm just going to pop in this cupboard. Bullshit! Sorry, what were you saying?
That's
Wait, so
great.
collectively, what kind of rejection taker are we?
What do you mean collectively?
Well, surely you poll the results to get some kind of answer.
Yeah, so if you flip to the next...
Yeah, I know. And then.
Oh, these are different types of confused ladies we can be.
I mean, I don't know what. She looks depressed.
Look, just tell us
mostly
which kind of
D's, though.
confused lady you are.
Mostly D's.
Mostly D's.
D's.
Wait, what did we answer? What did I answer? I answered
You want
like
to come on, your pen. Your pen,
Okay,
please.
sorry. My
There's 3. You can't remember 3?
What was the first one? He's
I
not
did
interested.
Most.
Will's was the cool message.
Ooh,
A.
hey.
And then Pete's was.
I was feedback and tips. Ask for a meeting with your boss. Tips. Top tips.
So, your dad gives your sister a down payment on a house and apologises for not being able to do the same for you. Do you?
Why are you asking us more questions? I want to know what kind of confused lady I am.
Okay,
Wait,
hold
hold on.
question.
We have to. Oh, I'll ask one to her.
Yeah, that was the
Oh, that's true.
And then.
I can remember one. Aurore, your partner has broken up with you after 6 months. How do you feel? A. Outraged. You plan to reveal all his dirty secrets on Facebook. Annoyed. You were planning to break up with him first. So convenient.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Sad, but all right. You plan some girly nights in to cheer yourself up.
Yeah.
I feel like I should gender bend these back the other way just to make things even. Heartbroken. You thought she was the one, and now you'll never meet anyone. Sad but reflective. This signals a time to take stock.
So not none of the above, because I probably won't give a shit after 6 months.
I mean, you've got to pick one.
So you're not sad at all?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not an option for that.
I think that takes you to the psychiatrist. Like, don't piss her off. She will just straight up murder you because she has no emotions.
So what kind of sad ladies are we?
Well, you're a mixture. There's E, A, and
We're surprisingly
C.
well balanced.
Yeah, we make one great woman.
There's only
was the
mostly
three of us.
everything. There's no like,
Well,
I'm a
That's
schizophrenic
because
there's
you
three
didn't
people.
break the tie by picking an answer.
Well, hang on. Alright.
No, it's
I'm
this
angry.
question.
What was this question?
Oh, it's got a little post-it note of the sad couple.
Sad, heartbroken, you thought it was the one. Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, they're torn.
Sad but reflective, this signals time to take stock. Well,
Surely if you didn't give a shit, you were the B or whatever it was where you were going to break up with
annoyed, you were planning,
Yeah,
yeah,
annoyed.
probably.
Alright, so shit, that didn't match anyway.
We fucked up.
So
We need a
inconclusive.
tiebreaker.
You want another tiebreaker?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
Go
okay.
pick one.
Okay, I'm going to go back to Corey for this one.
I'm the special guest, thank you.
Your husband has a problem colleague, but instead of turning to you for advice, he chooses to go for a coffee with an old female friend. Do you shout at him before he leaves in a bid to stop him going? B. Feel sure he'll come for you for the definitive answer later. C. Feel a little hurt, but not take it too personally. D. Realise your fear that you're no good at framing a clear opinion. What?
Wow, that is very specific.
Yeah. You are a dick. E. Know that he values your views on many other matters.
I guess the closest to me would be the last one. Because I really wouldn't care. I'd be actually. Is there a happy that they're not bothering you?
Well, it's interesting.
I don't want to be bothered with your fucking shit.
Not listen in the first place? No, it doesn't say that. You've gone with E, which interestingly matches your first answer of E.
Yeah,
So, I'm going to tell you what kind of confused
Nothing
lady you are. Mostly E's. Philosophical.
Oh.
Congratulations, you cope with rejection.
And it happens a lot.
Yeah.
Twat.
Okay, yeah. You idiot.
Yeah.
A combination of experience and wisdom has given you resilience and taught you not to let it knock you down. You understand that other people's views are just opinions and not the truth. You keep yourself open to new experiences and reflect on the past to learn about yourself. Be proud of what you have achieved and celebrate with the following self-soothing exercise.
Yes.
Capitals. Try this! Ground yourself and feel fully in the moment with this mindfulness technique. By soothing each of your 5 senses, you'll be ready for any new challenge. Capitals. Vision! Buy a flower and admire it.
What?
What?
Hold on. Buy a flower and admire it. Or watch how a candle's light plays across your wall.
Oh, God.
Why is it a...
Hearing! Sit quietly. They didn't know how I was going to read this out. Sit quietly by flowing water and listen to its music. Or just allow the ambient sounds around you to become your orchestra. Fucking hell. Smell! Walk in a garden after it has rained. Or add a few drops of your favourite perfume to a bath. This is quaint as fuck.
You can't...
Taste! Buy your favourite chocolate and savour each square, allowing it to dissolve on your tongue.
What?
Oh, wait, what?
It's getting well sexy. Touch! Put on something soft, such as a silk shirt, or dive under fresh, clean sheets and revel in their smoothness.
He's doing the weirdness.
And what does this...
Mimage. How to react in the future! Just so you know.
God, this shit goes on.
Yeah, no, I'm nearly done. Even the most well balanced person feels a little self-doubt occasionally. Mark McGuinness, author of Resilience, 899 Lateral Action, sploosh,
Oh, yes.
suggests this exercise.
Lateral action.
Yeah, that's the publisher. Suggests this exercise to boost your confidence. On a sheet of paper, write down all the qualities you wish you had more of.
Is that a confidence booster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if it's a
Wait,
short
I've
list?
not finished.
Okay.
There's 2 more steps to this process.
That
It is a process. That's step 1. Step 2. Next, write down all the things you could do if you had these qualities. Step 2. Number 3. Pick one of the items on the second list and do it anyway. Remember, because you don't perceive yourself as having those magical qualities, there's no pressure to succeed.
I don't perceive
Just
myself...
have a go and see what happens.
I don't perceive myself as having magic, so I'll fucking do it anyway.
I'd never heard a more womanly paragraph. This is just the
So,
most.
it's
Have
such...
some chocolate, have a
Dive-
bath,
dive
look at
on
the
the-
flower. I mean, come on.
It's so fucking garbage.
Are you not into that?
No, it's...
I don't think you're a philosophical lady.
No, I'm
you
probably
need to
just
follow
angry.
this.
I was going to say, you're mostly A's, you're angry. Yeah. Try this. Learn to
She was a
recognise your
bee. No,
triggers.
she was annoyed. She was a bee.
That's what you should do. You should keep an anger diary.
Every time I get angry.
Just a big pad with you just scrawled, shit! Cunts!
Rage.
I'm better at just saying it out loud, really.
That's true enough. Should we call this bitch
Wrap
to
it
a
up.
close?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
exhausted with all
Yeah,
of
me
this
too. This is too much.
complete
Aurore,
bullshit.
can we end on a high five?
No.
A good one?
No.
Oh.
Wow, that's not much for transatlantic relationships.
I think you should
No,
enter that
because
into your anger diary.
There's no context to your high fives, which are just like a hurricane of hurt.
We've just done a lovely podcast in a hotel room.
They're a hurricane. You high five him like you high five me, and we'll see how much you want.
Okay.
Sounds
Put
bullshit.
the high five on. Yes!
See?
That was a high motherfucking five.
No problem. You can leave now. Cool. Thank you for listening to this bullshit. If you have, surprisingly enough, you can listen.
I wouldn't blame you.
Yeah, well, if you didn't get this far.
Thanks for putting up with me.
Thanks for
I can
listening
only
to Corey.
hope that the Italian italics stays.
Yeah, I think that
it
will need to
should.
continue.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Along with the short-lived X-Files reading.
Which we'll have to call you up for in future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, did you just? Oh, okay. Smells. Thanks, Corey. Bye.
Why did you pick
Available on
smells?
Skype.
It's likely to be in many of these headlines, isn't it? I took off my feet because I smell. Or something. I don't know. Anyway, you can check it out at WATcast.net. You can follow us at WATcast on Twitter as well, and we will see you
Find
next
us
week.
on iTunes.
You can find us on iTunes. You can find us on Stitcher Radio. You can find us on SoundCloud and YouTube's.
Oh, you guys are legit.
Yeah, man.
For real.
What, does YouTube have audio only?
No, I stuck a video on it, didn't I? On that bombshell. See you later.
Bye.
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 Because it's just pictures of
Yeah,
random
I know.
products.
Yeah.
And what to do with feet. What's that?
This is, well, it's just a window wiper. Oh my god, that is disturbing. Wow. Yeah. This is mostly...
I want a meerkat on a motorcycle.
It's just disturbing though. They're sort of slightly too anatomically accurate. Exercise your legs from the comfort of your chair.
Oh, God.
It's
This
just
is all just products for the infirm, isn't it?
just walk properly. It's better for you.
Yeah, but you can't. They can't. That's why. Oi, bums.
I suppose a lot of this does appear to be like things you wrap around your broken limbs. Soothing therapy gloves, which you can rub them with your other soothing therapy glove. You can use a compute keyboard from 1994. Or you can drive your Renault Clio, which is fantastic. Comfortable sandals for problem feet. Problem in quotes there.
There you go. You use them.
Both available in navy. So you
Wow.
can actually...
You can have one. Why?
Incredibly. They specify that you can have both in a different colour rather than one of each. Which is, it's the ideal footwear for any woman with swollen
Just
sensitive.
any woman.
Just
Yeah.
any woman.
With
Wow.
swollen what?
Swollen, sensitive, or difficult to fit feet. Difficult to fit. Don't you just buy a bigger shoe?
Don't they just exist on your legs?
It's incredibly outstanding value skirts here. They're available in 6 colours.
Oh, pleated skirts.
Pleated, yeah, classic easy wear.
Not of the combat variety.
No, they're not pleated combat skirts. They're the discreet bladder control underwear.
Discreet.
Waterproof pull-on pants. Soft, quiet
VAT
vinyl.
free.
Did you just say quiet final?
Yes, soft, quiet vinyl for discreet wear.
I'm sorry, Pete. I can't help but notice for discreet wear is in italics.
I haven't done any italics for either. Soft, quiet vinyl for discreet wear.
Yeah.
That actually turned into some Count Dracula.
Yeah, it's hard not to do
I
that.
know, it's terrible. Wow.
Just
Sorry
think
for-
Mario.
It's a me.
It's a me.
Yahoo.
Oh, that was good, Pete.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. A classic lightweight trouser, all-day comfort style. Save time and money. Cook everything at once! This is incredible!
Oh my god.
This is an innovation.
This multi-use pan enables you to cook all your vegetables together in one pan. Plus, it's a steamer and an egg poacher too. Everything you need to cook a meal. So
That's
you can
just
have
like a bunch of
Specifically if you only want to eat poached eggs
Hang on.
and vegetables.
Okay, there's really bad Photoshop of peas, corn, carrots,
these-
and beans.
That is actually spectacular. It's not a picture of a pot with things in it. They've just photoshopped a sort of Simple Simon quarter up of different pictures of vegetables and composited over the top.
That's really weird.
So we've got all these really useful products for, people that need to save time or their bladder or,
There's
And
a
then-
wheelchair there.
Well, they've got this, which is a pack of 100 glow-in-the-dark pebbles. They're self-luminous, they store daylight and illuminate when darkness falls, creating a spectacular display.
They're probably good for spells as well.
Probably, yeah. I mean, you've got 100, so
You
you
need a
could,
black candle.
you could spit wine on them and bury them in your back garden.
Spit wine on them.
I mean, that's a fantastic caftan.
Do you know
Long
what's-
sleeve velour caftan.
Hang anything in seconds.
What is that?
That
I
is a
don't
push-in nail.
So rather than using a hammer, which is, a pretty simplistic implement, they've
I'd
got
say prehistoric.
Instahang is a revolutionary new tool that will replace your traditional hammer and nails for good.
Insta-hang sounds like a euphemism for
I know.
something else.
It's got an easy load mechanism.
Oof.
It comes with 46 pieces.
What? Where is the need for that?
36 pieces of what?
I think it's definitely.
Of hang.
I think it's definitely sized hang. Yeah.
Different hang.
Instahang is supplied with 46 hanging accessories. Well, you can actually buy Instahang refill so you can get more hang. Wow, that's incredible. There's more problems here. Super stretchy shoes.
I need to have a look into this.
Yeah, I mean, this is fantastic. This feel of luxury. I mean, this is...
Keep that perfect hairstyle by wearing this practical hairnet to protect that perfect hairstyle.
I've always been confused by that.
Isn't that just a shower cap? What's going on in her body?
I mean,
Lightning.
if they just... What is this? If they put AstroTurf on her foot, it's a bestseller. So there's a picture of a foot with what looks like just some green turf sellotape to it. And apparently this prevents shock and is a soothing relief. Oh, they're air cushions. So it's little air cushions for your feet to help bring soothing relief with every step you take. But I'm back on the hairnets.
Yeah.
I've always
Yeah, I
been
don't get
confused as to why ladies put nets on their hair when they go to sleep, when surely the pressure of the head on a pillow is the thing that fucks it up,
Yeah.
and not the contact.
Not an additional small microscopic layer of cloth.
Don't ask me because I don't have a fucking clue.
Isn't it for curls?
No.
But I mean, does
Alright, then.
it make
Those are
much of a
rollers.
difference?
But you wouldn't sleep with rollers unless you want to sleep on, like, bubbles.
Yeah, but I want to get one free. So.
I mean,
Cool.
It sounds like the testing's going to be quite cheap.
No open toe shoes.
yeah, open-toe canvas shoes. Canvas is again in quote marks, which probably indicates that they're not made from canvas.
Yeah.
May not be canvas.
They look like normal lace-up shoes, but inexplicably have a tiny triangle in the front, which just exposes half the big toe and whatever the toe next to it is. Is that an index toe? Or what?
Index.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with index toe.
You give somebody the bird from your feet?
I mean, it's entirely...
What is that?
That is a safe and gentle ear cleaner.
Did we already cover waterproof pull-on pants?
Yeah, we
we
did.
did.
You weren't paying attention.
We were going the other way. No, okay.
Yeah, I've leafed through in a slightly confusing way.
And we go straight to the back.
Sexy.
What's
So-
that? Microwave oven chip cooker.
It's basically a pan
It
that you can
seems to be
put
made of metal
that you can
to put in a microwave.
Yeah. Using the conductive power of metal. No.
Yeah.
Why not cook your chips at microwave speed? I mean, they do make microchips. It's
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
that's
come
true.
in their own box.
Aren't those just really small?
Yeah, well, I don't think you can... Maybe you can get fat ones in Britain. I mean, we're fond of the fatter chip or the steak fry.
Yeah.
I believe it's called.
Yes. An easy makeover for your bathroom.
Yep.
So this is essentially adding
Flowered
beautiful-
tat.
Yeah, Victorian floral kind of touch to every possible surface of the bathroom.
Madonna boobs.
Are we going to skip over the bunion pain reduction that are just spacers between your big toe and your index toe?
Surely
I
you can
believe
just...
the misery caused by
Look,
pain.
you're doing it right now!
Yeah.
Yeah, my bunions feel great. These contoured soft silicone gel toe spreaders give bunions and inflamed toe joints the room to relax and heal. They gently realign the toe to stop overlapping. Wear inside shoes all day for walking comfort. Suit either left or right foot. Not the middle one, just only use it on your left or right.
ergonomical? Fun. Not even close.
Wow.
Fucking hell. Just for clarity, for the after hours edition of the podcast, Healthy Living Direct is what we're reading from right now. Struggle with steps. Here's a training step to get you halfway up the step. Not joking. This is a half a step.
But look how big it is. It's only for the bottom step. So if you have more than one
unless
step,
you place it like...
Yeah, you get on the first step, you pick it up, put it on the next one.
Exactly.
but it's too big to fit on the actual step.
I mean, it's massive. That's like 2 steps in girth, I'd say. I mean, I'm not sure how you measure a step.
girth.
Step girth.
Step girth, that's what architects use.
I mean, surely anyone that immobile would have trouble moving that step in the first place. Like, if they can't...
I think does it say get your son-in-law to put it? No, it doesn't mention that.
Okay.
Struggle no more. Just place this amazing heavy-duty outdoor step by your front or back door, and it can make your life so much easier. The large slip-resistant platform is specifically designed to allow you to lift your feet and remain steady while stepping up.
It's not flypaper.
Not made of card. capable of holding up to 200 kilos, 440 pounds, and made from a rust-free, weather-resistant material. What, plastic? Yeah. Plastic clearly does not rust. This fantastic step will be outside your front or back door, lols, for many years to come, or at least until you die.
Oh shit!
I found this absolute bargain. This is incredible. For just £9.99, you can instantly extend your waistband by up to 2 inches using these trouser expanders. This is amazing. These expanders attach discreetly and easily to your existing buttonhole.
But the zip is just open wide.
Yeah,
I know.
you wouldn't be able to zip up.
It's incredible. I mean, $9.99. You can get 2 packs for $16.98. You can get trousers for less than that. Get new trousers.
You lazy
But
fuck.
the other thing is, like, if your pants are too small, like, isn't it all too small?
Yeah.
Not just the one.
Yeah, you've just got this little pop.
It's like,
It's like skin tight.
I believe it's called a muffin top.
It is called a muffin top. But I mean, in addition to that, they've got comfort fit trousers with an elastic waistband for just $8.99. So they've even sold themselves out there.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
like
just-
you wouldn't need them.
conflicting advice.
I like how here it sort of looks like a men's trouser. They just got lady shoes.
They're probably the least flattering pant wear that I've ever seen.
Yeah,
mom
for
jeans.
any
They're totally
gender.
mom jeans.
Oh, but they're available in Air Force,
Yeah.
which is apparently a colour.
Air Force in brackets air.
No, they're the codes. Look,
Oh right.
chocolate is choc, wine
yeah.
is wine.
And grey is green.
I think Air Force and Navy are pretty close, but I would be upset if I'd ordered
That's-
Navy and got Air Force. So
That's why they call it Air Force, those crafty buggers.
yeah, not Navy
Yeah.
blue, Air Force blue.
There we go.
Extra.
Portable
Oh
lube.
my good god! Look at this! Look at this!
Wait.
Extra large hands-free magnifier. It's basically the magnifier from the Game Boy. You hang it around your neck for needlecraft.
And it's literally the size of an iPad. Like, if you took the glass off the front of an iPad and hung it on a harmonica stand.
It's not even that complicated. It's a piece of string. It's a piece
No,
of...
it's got stands on it. Look.
I think that's a separate fold-out stand that you can use, but...
Oh, you're right. Holy shit. It's just a string on the middle of either end.
It's just wedging you, so you pretty much have to have
Perfect balance.
You have to have
moves
tits.
or tits.
Yeah. But I like the portable loo.
For
For men and
women.
women.
I mean...
Which one's which?
It's
Aurore? What do you think?
horrifyingly graphic, isn't
That
it?
one.
I mean...
The best thing about this is
Which one's which? That one.
That one's for the women.
that's for the ladies.
Yeah. 'cause
Me
that's
pee there.
Me would be.
What is this? Wait, hang on.
Hang on, we haven't seen the best bit. Ever been caught without a toilet to hand? I
Oh
mean, come on.
no, you don't hand toilet.
No, good point.
So, it's actually defaults to male and comes with a female adapter.
Oh, that is the female
Oh,
adapter.
so then you plug that onto the top of it
Yeah,
so
it's
you
a-
can cup your badge.
And then it has
Oh.
a
You need a lot more
don't
room.
say badge.
tight ceiling cap carrying handle
Moist.
and a 1 litre capacity.
What?
1 litre of
Imagine sloshing that around. Morning. What's that? I couldn't wait.
Also, this one next to it looks like they're selling bacon, but they're not.
What's
Then there's a before and after.
And what bacon looks like before you cook it, in case you forgot.
Is this another microwave contraption?
Yes.
Basically
Yeah.
a dish to put food on that you cook in the microwave.
Yeah.
Also, it's square and awkward, so if your microwave's going to turn around, it's just
Yeah.
going to clank anyway. I like the sound of this. Lifebuoy soap. For quality and value. A pure antibacterial soap with excellent cleaning and cleansing properties, same thing, which is suitable for the whole body.
Isn't like the bare necessity to be soap is to kind of be antibacterial?
The jury's out on that one. Trim hair at home.
Oh my god, it's like a medieval torture device.
It's a hair cutting comb.
Oh my god!
You can just comb hair out. Great for shaping and trimming hair. This modern hairdressing tool. No, it's not. They've not seen them anywhere. Easy to use. Simply comb through your hair, just like a regular comb, and it trims as you comb. It's as easy as that. Cuts 3 lengths from 7 to 1 mil. Supplied with 3 blades. Replacement blades are available.
This is mental, though.
Yeah,
this
it looks like
You just rubbing razor blades against your head.
it looks like Hellraiser in dildo
No.
form.
Have you ever seen?
It does. It really does.
Oh my goodness.
And it rotates.
Oh my god! So do most dildos these days.
Oh. I like how this guy's
Yeah.
just clearly got a chunk missing out of his hand as well in the
The
picture.
one tiny patch that he used on to pose for the picture has gone bald.
I should just say caption, don't say we didn't warn you.
I really want to see like an infomercial like video, like where it's like some guys like tired of trying to cut your hair, and people like how like the people who are just professionally bad at it,
really
it's like
bad at everything.
Scissors sticking out of heads.
Trying stabbing yourself in the eye when trying to cut your own hair.
Look at this thing.
Sick
It's
of pain,
filled-
barbers.
She's right. It's filled with spinning like razor blades, and you're rubbing my hair. There's no safety guard, presumably on like 340 degrees of this thing, and you're just combing it against your head. That can't.
That's not as safe. I mean, that's a wince. That's not a grin.
Aurora, I'm gonna get you this for Christmas.
What is that?
Say no to embarrassing body hair.
Wow. What
No
the
pain.
fuck? Oh,
Or your
it's,
Fu Manchu.
it's a very compact keep-in handbag or pocket. Is it a trimmer?
It is a trimmer, yeah.
Cool.
It's
I like the leopard print bag.
Oh,
She's
very
pretty good.
magic.
A neat solution in compact shaver design, perfect for eliminating those embarrassing,
Is it
ugly
compact
facial
shaver?
hair. Removes the hair very closely to avoid any signs of rough stubble. Ooh.
Yeah, but you will eventually, like, after a day.
This powerful little shaver is also ideal to use on legs, underarms, and bikini line. Oh, you don't want to put that kind of quality near you.
No. I am.
Will speaks from experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's an absolute
Shit
game
goes
changer
better
on
on.
this page.
What?
Like, this is incredible news. New folding garden sheds.
How,
This
Holy
is a technological
shit.
marvel.
how did they manage to get them to fold? What the fuck?
And it's literally labelled new folding garden chair. It's just a fucking folding chair. Like you get in every garden.
Maybe everything else that's not labeled new is actually used. So like if you buy this bunion painting thing,
Oh, fuck.
That just comes covered in hair and
Definitely.
scalp.
Yeah.
Well, the
A bit of
embarrassing
blood.
hair cutter isn't labelled new. Just
What
a
is
little bit
this?
disturbing.
That looks like another torture device.
quick and easy way to
I
clean
think
your
that's the
hearing
thing
aid.
that they tortured Leia with in Star Wars.
It does look exactly like
Attached to the little spear
It's
droid.
interrogation droid, yeah.
Right, quick and easy way to clean your hearing aid. God.
Surely it comes with stuff.
No, no. This is one for all.
Anything with 5 tools of indistinguishable shape that's not recognized by me or hopefully anyone in this room cannot be quick and easy. Like it has at least 5 steps.
Yeah, but if you've got a hearing aid, you probably go, oh, yep, that's for the thingy, that's for that, that's for that. Yeah, it makes sense.
Well, it's got like a little. There's like a little bee bum there.
A bee bum.
Bee bum.
There's
What's
like
a bee bum?
Bee bum.
A
You know, like
stinger.
the little stinger and the.
Oh, right, yeah.
The
I
abdomen.
like how you guys were totally on board.
Yeah, I got you too.
Bee bum. Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
Extendable bee bum. We've got like a little rake. There's what looks like just a piece of wire.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was.
Yeah, I thought that was a printing error at first, but now it is definitely a needle.
I think that's if you are.
It's like-
I think that's to shoot up or whatever. To
Yeah, if
come
you're
out of
cleaning your hearing
aid.
aid and you're just like, oh, fuck.
Wait, did you say you want to shoot up whatever comes out of your hearing aid?
Yeah, because that's what it looks like.
Dead dirty. No, so instant buttons.
Just got-
Yes, that's amazing.
Wow.
Isn't that just? I mean, it's a badge, isn't it?
It's a bestseller though.
Sorry,
You get a
pin.
pack of 5. Instant buttons are
Oh,
great.
amazing!
What is this?
Portable garden kneeler for the
Oh,
when you wanna
makers of
pray.
Half a Step.
Please, that'd be amazing.
I like you can turn out.
But no, the best part. Back by popular demand.
They've been sold out of these for years.
Like,
It's been,
you all know
it's-
we're
it's a
going to get
buyer's market.
horrifically
I'm going to cover
old,
this up
and we're
because it's
gonna
incredible. I need to reveal it to you.
Okay.
But just to go back to this, just like
Okay.
people calling up, going, "Come on, guys, you've got to bring back the kneeler." Anyway,
I don't know how to.
Erector Prompt Cream.
Yes!
Is that what I think it is?
Yep. Specifically designed for men. After
really?
application, the action will start immediately. What? How has this turned from like healthy living direct to
ED
to like fucking
cream.
Viagra cream.
after application? The action will start immediately. I love how you just pop the cream on and just ladies appear like, hello. Shit, they did say it acted fast. I shouldn't have put this on in public. The action will start immediately, thus causing prompt, increased enjoyment and satisfaction for both partners.
Ooh.
So you're in a threesome then? This is both partners.
That's true.
You've already been mentioned.
Look.
Weird. A stronger, larger erection is indicative of a healthy state of body and mind.
Wow.
I don't understand that. Are they just dissing
Stronger
people?
erection.
Yeah.
Oosh.
Yeah, like you could fucking chop a tree with it.
Oh, fucking hell.
Can't be good for you though. I mean,
It's 50
What,
grand
a
pop.
strong erection?
well, something a cream
Trust
that
me,
gives
it
you
is.
a raging stiffy. It's probably not something you want to have on your fingers.
My
sure.
question is...
Yeah, it's just like, oh no, I can't bend my hands now.
Yeah, as soon as you...
Yeah, don't use it to wipe
If that was
yourself off.
true, if that was true, I would buy like a ton of that and just wipe it all over somebody's everything.
I
would go into the office toilet and put it on the fucking like toilet seat and just like walk outside and
Just
wait for
incredibly
someone to
erect
get
legs.
stuck. Yeah.
Matt, why didn't you make that meeting? I was in the bathroom. There's nothing I could do about it.
I have strong erect legs.
Yes. I like that it's a prompt as well.
I know.
I
Like
love
it's just
it.
going, come on.
The packaging art is
Come on.
amazing.
You can
amazing.
stand up.
It looks like
Come on,
there's
come
an... No, seriously, if you look at the top of the box, it looks like they photoshopped Avatar on top of it.
Yeah, is that a goblin?
What?
What is that?
No, that's just a guy. He's a bit sweaty. It's not what are they called? Navi?
Oh, that's Captain Kirk.
Erect.
So the new one.
Prompt.
What, Chris Pine?
Yeah.
Fucking love him.
That's obviously Chris Pine.
No, it's not Chris Pine.
Chris Pine having erectile dysfunction.
No, not Chris Pine.
It's not. Anyway, is this all of the hilarity that we've got?
I mean, these are all brilliant. There's a solar cherub. That's pretty good.
What's a
There's
solar cherub?
moisture gel toe socks.
Oh.
Oh, look at these clip-on magnifiers, though. They're incredible. You can look like a...
Oh, selector.
Oh, selector.
Meerkat.
Battery charger. Yep, brilliant innovation.
chromed wheel.
Oh, I was looking. I heard battery charger. And I thought it was this electric. I was looking at that. And I was like, oh,
Although,
that's genius.
coincidentally, it is above the battery charger,
Yeah.
so maybe they're linked.
Did anyone see the news article that Pornhub, the guys from Pornhub, have a fitness band that
Yes.
you wear when you
Yeah.
when you wank?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the wank band.
The wank band.
I
yeah.
wanted to apply for one, but I couldn't think of something witty.
They want you to apply some kind of pun.
Yeah.
We stumbled across this whilst looking at Topless. Was it Topless Robot?
Yeah.
The same website that also introduced you to the shitten. Mittens for wiping your ass. There's 50 disposable shittens in a pack.
Also, they're reversible.
They're also reversible.
Oh,
I'll have to show you the shittens after we finish recording. They are incredible. Oh god, I love this. This is so
Oh,
good.
that's that, like...
Create an instant lacy look.
Have you seen the video for that?
Is it like a dickie for women?
What's a
What?
dickie?
What's a dickie?
Yeah, a dickie's like a turtleneck, but it only exists kind of like right here on the chest.
Oh right, so it's a pretend.
It's pretend
Top half.
turtleneck, yeah. So you can wear like a
Pretty
sweater and a
sexy.
turtleneck and not like boil.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
that,
it's kind of like that.
but for
There's
slutty
like
middle-aged
a
women.
really shitty infomercial for this.
Hey, if they have those, they're not slutty.
Okay, good point.
so I've just spotted this.
A carpet for your shower and bath.
Again, it's a bestseller. It's literally just a piece of cloth that you stand
No,
on.
this is
Oh,
not a piece of cloth.
sorry.
This is a hydro rug. Because hydro rug is not only mildew and stain resistant, it's fast drying, non-slip, and it will never wear out.
Wow, that's the
Just
bold
like a
one.
loofah you can rub with your feet, exfoliating you as you shower without the need to bend. I love that this whole magazine is just like, look,
We
you
know
don't.
you can't
There's so
move.
many things you don't want to do anymore.
Yeah.
We've got your back. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
It's whoa, that looks
Do you want
terrifying.
to avoid cleaning your dentures without soaking? Put them in this creepy thing that looks like a bigger denture, like a robot mouth.
It's a giant mouth for your teeth.
Yeah.
is terrifying.
And we're back to the bums.
We went back to the bums. That's an emotional journey.
Yeah, although you can make rings smaller in seconds.
Are these
Is that related to the erector problem?
I don't know. Apparently you can
Is your
use-
erection too small? Just
shrink
make the ring
metal
smaller.
with this cream? Cushion solution.
Do your rings rotate freely on your finger or even slip right off? Then you need cushion solution. So this is just some kind of
Girth
super glue
enhancer.
or goop that you just put in the
Oh,
inside of your
Too
ring.
infirm to get to a jeweler's. Order some glue and stick the ring to your fucking finger. Oh, we're done. We're done. Right. Good night. Bye.